ferocity. We've seen them dominate before, but never like this. First, the crowd will rise for the women's team duel, where every grip and guard speaks the language of teamwork and heart. 5 athletes, 1 mission, to prove that when women unite on these mats, they redefine domination. Then the stage clears for the 115-pound Grand Prix, a test of endurance, willpower, and artistry. A clash of styles, a collision of stories. 8 warriors enter with dreams in their eyes. Only 1 leaves with $1,000 and the title of Grand Prix champion. This isn't your quiet, respectful tournament. This is the living, breathing pulse of jiu-jitsu, fueled by music, madness, and the roar of a crowd that knows they're witnessing something special. So get loud, get ready, and get your cameras rolling, because tonight the women of HCS don't just compete, they take over. Welcome to Hammer Challenge Series 29. As always, on the mic, the voice of the house party of grappling. I'm Zach Baker, alongside Jillian Peterson. We'll be joined by Amanda Mazza at some points as well. But Jillian, how we doing?
Great. I'm so excited about this card. I love to see when it's an all-women's card. There's so many women out there that are ready to compete, and I love that we're showcasing all the awesome ladies here at HCS.
Absolutely. The women's events are the most electric things that we put on at HCS. They always bring both the action and the pop from the crowd. One of our biggest that we've seen, you can't really see them right now because you're looking at me, but I promise you they're there. They're loud and they're ready to go. Before we get into that, HCS 29, what you're all here for, highlighted by 2 main events. Our women's team dual champion will be crowned. 4 teams, only 1 will win. And then, of course, our Grand Prix, 8 women enter the bracket. Only 1 can get $1,000, though. Looking forward to the Grand Prix. We can get the bracket up here, maybe. In our bracket tonight, we have 8 competitors, like I said, highlighted by the 1 seed, Lauren Sears. She took 2nd in our Grand Prix last time with 2 subs along the way. She's coming back trying to finally, get over the hump, get that gold. So we'll see how she can do today, but we have some game competitors throughout the bracket.
We do. I know you touched on Lauren Sears. She is a highly active competitor. 10th Planet Austin, travels all around the country to compete. So happy to have someone of her level definitely at this event. It's gonna be so much fun, but we have a lot of local talent to showcase as well. Elise Shaw and Randy Miley. I think that is going to be a match to watch. Both Elise and Randy, they don't put on boring matches. Elise is a purple belt from Riverfront. Randy Miley is a black belt from 10th Planet. But they bring the fireworks. So definitely watch the 115-pound Grand Prix later on. You were going to see some badass ladies competing today.
Absolutely. And I would be remiss if I don't bring up Jenna Sylvester. She earned her way into this bracket. So all of our other competitors, of course, that they have their points from competing before. She won the wild card, which guaranteed her the spot in the tournament. She might be our 6th seed today because that was the cap of how high she was allowed to be seated by being a wild card winner. So although she might have lesser experiences with some of those in the bracket in terms of overall training, she doesn't have less experience inside the circle, so she'll be one to watch. And of course, we also have our team duel. Jillian, you'll be coaching up one of our teams, but we have 4 incredible teams here today that are going to absolutely bring it.
Yeah, we've got some amazing teams. I might be a little biased because I will be coaching Team Galaxy, so that is my team repping my gym. Then you have also Team Precision. This is home turf for them. So they're going to want to defend their home turf. So we've got a lot of amazing women on that team. Then you have the stacked Team Ultraviolence.
Absolutely.
Filled with black belt, brown belt competitors, pro competitors. They're very stacked. Then you can't forget Pure MMA. A lot of amazing, young, hungry, up-and-coming jiu-jitsu women on that team as well.
That Ultraviolence team showcases 2 of the most dominant women in HCS history between Nicole Matthew and Marissa Pacelli. We've only given out so many titles, and they've won all of them.
And not even HCS. These women dominate all the other promotions in this area as well. So
that will be a lot of
they hold multiple titles over many different promotions as well. So they're going to be a hard team to beat, and they're going to be up against Pure MMA first, and then you will see Team Galaxy up against Team Precision first.
And can't wait for it. Looking ahead real quick, we have HCS 30 coming up, highlighted by our Amateur Invitational. That is one of our best events. It guaranteed 2 matches. there's no limit to the amount of people we'll admit into the tournament. It's a great chance to get both experience just in jiu-jitsu in general, but then also these will apply to your points within the HCS system, which is what gets you into those brackets later on to earn these titles. So if you are interested, absolutely sign up for the Amateur Invitational. You can hit us up on Instagram, or I believe it's through SmoothCop. And of course, our pro team duels. You're going to get a taste of pro team duels here today. You're going to see how amazing they are. I promise you we're going to continue that in November. The pro team duels, the team duels in general, are what we do at HCS different than everybody else. They're the most exciting thing that we have to offer, so we definitely recommend you check us out there. That'll be up in Rahway Rec Center if you want to join us in person. If not, of course, we'll be live on YouTube. If you pay today, you get the stream on the 9th, so never mind. But if you pay today, you'll see how awesome it is, and you'll want to pay again in November. Of course, we want to shout out our sponsors. We have All Jersey Mechanical, keeping the heat on and the cool locked in. Savvy Fit Soaps, clean up like a champion, really friggin' natural. By Ground Standard Agency for your martial arts business. And by Teat Territory, the home of grappling apparel. A special thank you to Precision Jiu-Jitsu for hosting this amazing event, an incredible new space that they've opened up here. And streaming to you around the world with Jay Murray Athletics. Your fight, your stream. With that, we're going to kick it over to our rules video so you know what's going on at home. And then once you watch that, the action is starting right away.
The HCS official rules. Our amateur division are white and blue belts, and our pro division are purple, brown, and black belts. Our regulation times for amateur is 4 minutes, and for our pros, it is 6 minutes. Starting off with the first overtime. The first overtime is 2 1-minute EBI rounds. Time does not matter. We have a 3-second transition period where if the spot is changed, whoever's on offense can either change to a submission or get back to the starting spot, and the round will continue. If after 3 seconds neither a sub or a spot is secured, it will count as an escape. A sub beats an escape beats a rideout. The second overtime is a 3-minute ADCC overtime. First to a dominant position and hold for 3 seconds. The dominant positions are mount, back mount, and side control, and you can also win by a submission. The third overtime is 2 1-minute EBI rounds where time does matter, so the fastest sub or an escape will win. Illegal moves. For amateurs, there are no twisting leg locks or twisting or manipulation of the spine. For our pros, all subs are legal. Regardless of amateur or pro, there is no slamming into the wall or out of a submission. There is also no spiking on the head. You can't slam just to slam, and you must have control and progression of the position. Out of bounds. Fighters are in bounds until both fighters are completely out of the circle. If you have a dominant position, which is mount, back mount, or side control, you can choose to start back on your feet or in a top turtle position. Whether or not you are in a dominant position is up to the discretion of the referee. If you are in a submission, which is at the discretion of the ref, you may choose to start in one of the EBI spots or back on the feet. Any other position, the fighters will start back on their feet in the center of the circle. Stalling rules. If you pull guard, you have 3 seconds to engage, and if you do not engage, you'll be hit with a stall call. If you flee the circle, this will also be a stall call. If you are in a position and you are not advancing and you are just holding position, this can also be counted as a stall call. The first stall is a warning. The second stall, the opponent will get choice of top or bottom turtle. And the third stall, you will be disqualified. These stalls carry throughout the entire duration of the match.
Brought to you by All Jersey Mechanical, keeping the heat on. He said that doesn't matter. Keeping the heat on and the cool locked in. By Savvy Fit Soaps, clean up like a champion. By Ground Standard Agency for your martial arts business. And by Teat Territory, the home of grappling apparel. A special thank you to Precision Jiu-Jitsu for hosting this event. And a shout out to J. Murray Athletics, as they are streaming this fight to you around the world. Aldridge Mechanical is the main event sponsor, giving out that $1,000 in cold hard cash. And use code HCS15 for 15% off your purchase at teep-territory.com. With that, we are going to roll right into our first matchup of the evening. It's going to be Joey Gaffin up against Leah Paire. With that, we're going to kick it on over to our head referee, owner, promoter, whatever you want to call him, Josh Baker, inside the circle with our competitors. Joey Gaffin's going to be in the pink. Joey Gaffin in the pink. Leah Paire is in the black, gray, whatever color that is. And we're already scrapping.
All right. And we got Joey Gaffin. She's doing double duty today. So she's here on a super fight. And you will also see her in the 115-pound Grand Prix later on as well. Right. She's looking to pass that Z guard that Leia has. Joey gets that. They're fighting the underhook battle right now. So if Joey gets that underhook, she's going to be able to flatten around a little bit more so she can clear that knee shield. But Leia's going to try and use her own underhook to try and posture up a little bit, wrestle up. Right. Joey's able to pass around to north-south here. Ooh,
attacking that arm, but Leia does a good job getting it on the leg.
Right.
She's looking to come out back, finish that outside single.
Right. Joey's got like a Kimura lock on there as well.
Leia's taking a very traditional wrestling approach to finishing this takedown.
Yeah, so she's got that single leg. She's not going to let go of that until she's on top in a good position.
And there it is.
Yep.
Immediately pushing away, though, there by Joey.
But Joey, she wants to play top.
Absolutely.
Right? She wants to be a heavy top pressure, all 105 pounds of her. But that's where she wants to be. Right? So she's kind of setting up. She's got her arm underneath Leia's elbow, maybe setting up a possible head and arm choke.
Joey will be our 8th seed in the Grand Prix later today, so she's got a tough one off the bat. But if she can upset the first one, that means she can upset the rest of them. Our lightest competitor of the evening at 100, 106. We'll give her a 6.
Yeah, extra pound for Chris. Right, and these are also amateur rules here. So this is a 4-minute match. We're about halfway through here. No twisting leg locks. Right, and you got our other commentator, Amanda Mazza's in her corner, coaching her. Right, nice pass by the legs here by Joey.
Couldn't get it in, though.
Yep, heavy on top. She's trying to slide her knee into like a knee on belly. Now she's heavy.
Minute and a half left in the opening round. Leia's doing a really good job in each of these positions, hanging on to the leg, not allowing that separation that Joey's looking for.
Yeah, she's really finding that single leg from the bottom, but here.
A lot of heavy top pressure from Joey, though.
Yeah, she's on the nice front headlock position here. Trying to maybe, trying to roll through, maybe switch to an anaconda here.
1 minute left.
Oh, yeah, she's trying to roll for that anaconda. She couldn't quite get her hand up to the elbow. All right. Oh, now she's got that grip. And also, this is submission only, so really doesn't matter when someone gets a sweep or lose position. It's just sub only in regulation time.
Yeah, eyeball tests this opening period, largely controlled by Joey, but in 30 seconds, if we hit overtime, doesn't really matter. And we're both going to have opportunity in that dominant position, which I always like to see when we have a situation like this. And then we give Leia that dominant position to start, see what she does with it, because we'll see them both in a spot that they haven't been in yet.
Yeah. Oh, Joey's trying to pass over.
10 seconds.
Leia was able to get that butterfly hook in. Ooh, she's got.
And with that clear, it looks like we will be heading to overtime. First overtime is an EBI overtime. Each will have 1 minute to work time. Does not matter here in this first overtime. Submission is obviously the name of the game, but an escape does beat a ride out. Leia's going to take the back here to start our first overtime. And we are underway.
Right. So Leia immediately pulls to the side. She doesn't switch to a body triangle here. Joey's trying to fight like a 2-on-1 grip, trying to pass over. Looks like she's trying to get her shoulders to the mat. Not quite escaped. She got to free her hips as well.
This is modified, so if they do separate, there's a 3-second break there where you can re-engage into a submission or back into the original position. Judge's discretion on, what is in or not.
Yeah, and with this back take, you really got to work to get both your shoulder blades and your hips to the mats.
She is sinking in that body triangle a little bit more now. We got 10 seconds on the clock, and with that 3 seconds, you really do need to escape in 57 seconds.
Ooh, Joey's about to pass over the arm, but...
And with that, there's not enough time, so that will be a ride-out by Leia Paire there, which, again, like we were saying earlier, first time we've seen her top position, she does a great job of managing that position. With that ride-out, and escape will win it for Leia. Joey needs the ride-out to extend this to our second overtime. Submission always wins. Immediately to the body triangle.
Got 1 minute to hold this.
And based on the dominant positions that Joey was able to get to in that opening period, if I'm Leia, knowing that escape win this, I'm busting butt here to get
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to go to ADCC.
Yeah, because it looked like Leia, she just wanted to control the... Ooh, looks like Joey's almost under the chin here, but Leia, she's trying to slide her hips out. Not quite there. Joey's trying to reconnect the body triangle. Ooh,
20 seconds. That's a separation, and that's an escape by Leia Paire, and that's a win by Leia Paire. Your winner by escape in overtime. Leia Paire with an impressive victory there in our first overtime over a game Joey Gaffin, who, of course, again, we will see later in our Grand Prix event. So do not worry. Joey will have another opportunity later on to prove what she's got. But again, congratulations to Leia Paire there with the victory. And with that, we will be going over to matchup number 2. We will have Andrea Perez versus Cynthia Papitas. I believe I said that right. But yeah, Andrea Perez versus Cynthia Papitas. And we will call them to the circle and move right along. They are both in the all black, so I'll do my best to communicate who is who. Cynthia has the grasshopper, we'll call it. Praying mantis. That's a praying mantis on the back of her rash guard. Andrea in the all black with the red pigtails or braids, red braids. I'm trying my best to separate them, but we are underway.
4 minutes. Here we go.
Welcome to the booth, Amanda.
Hello, how are you? We got some heavy collar ties going on here. I love to see the wrestling. Good pummeling. Got that tie clinch. Are we about
And
to see
here
a
comes
throw?
the wall. At HCS, the wall is in play.
Back to the wall. They don't want to be on that wall.
Andrea with the trip. Nice takedown there from Perez. Right in the side.
Perez is right on the front head. She's circling the north-south right now. Cynthia's doing a good job blocking the hip.
A lot of heavy pressure.
Perez is hanging in north-south here, and I think she's going to be trying to set up something from the front head attack, probably forcing the turtle. It looks like that's kind of, oh, nope, she's going to mount.
This is our 145-pound matchup. Cynthia will actually be competing in a couple matchups after this.
That's awesome. She came here to fight today. Love to see that.
Andrea in that full mount position.
She's going for a chair sit here. She's definitely looking to take the back here. Cynthia's doing a good job trying to peel that foot, not let her get the chair sit.
I love how aggressive Perez has come out.
Yeah, she's on fire right now. She came to win. Oh, she's working to set up a mounted triangle. Oh, big explosion from Cynthia on the bottom.
Good idea, but good job to not give up the position entirely there.
Perez is doing a really good job blocking her hip when she goes to circle the north-south. She's trying to isolate an arm here. Good guard retention from Cynthia. She's got a strong knee shield. Perez has to address that.
Halfway through, halfway to go, 2 minutes remain.
Cynthia's tough. She's keeping those arms super, super glued. Perez is trying to set up a Kimura, it looks like, from here. Cynthia's staying tight. She's got a Kimura lock on it. Cynthia was able to pull her elbow right back to the mat to defend. Now she's getting that guard retention right back. Perez is just on her. Putting the pressure on, keeping the pressure there.
Quick shirt adjustment.
There's about 1 minute, 23 seconds left.
Looking to isolate that inside arm.
Cynthia's doing a really good job keeping her arm super tight.
Minute to go.
1 minute. She's trying to get that leg back inside, but Perez is just keeping the pressure on.
Get your head inside. Get your head inside. Go for that far leg.
Perez on the front head now. Looking to either an anaconda or a guillotine.
Amanda, you were just coaching a rather similar situation here where we had one competitor mainly dominating that open period, but with that sub-bowling format, while it's impressive work to see, it doesn't end up naturally mattering until when we go to those overtimes, because you get to flip into those new dominant positions. So even though Cynthia's been getting ridden out here in this open period, we haven't seen her in the dominant position. We also haven't seen Andrea in the less dominant position.
Absolutely.
See how that plays out.
Yeah, absolutely. That is the power of overtime. You know, you could be kind of getting whooped on.
Ooh.
Now, she's going for the armbar.
Oh, we
Wow.
almost saw a very
Saved by the
last second
bell.
submission, but we will go to our second overtime of the day. And Andrea brought it for the entire 4 minutes. She did not stop attacking that entire time.
No, her pressure was very legit, very strong.
Cynthia wins the toss.
Cynthia had some serious, really, really, really good guard retention, and she did a good job keeping her arms super tight and fighting out of every bad position.
Cynthia wins the toss and will be taking the back here. Offense first. Again, minute to work for each of them. Time does not matter. Ride out beats escape, beats ride out, beats submission.
Here we go, right away. Perez working to get her back to the mat.
Andrea's doing a really good job of separating out those legs already. And there, quick escape there from Andrea. She had some urgency to get out there. And with that escape, we will flip-flop. She will take the back as well. If she rides her out, she wins. If she submits her, she wins. Cynthia needs the escape to advance. Again, time doesn't matter. So even though we had that quick escape, Cynthia's got a full minute to get out here. We're underway.
Looks like Perez is definitely trying to get the ride time here. Cynthia's really working hard to escape here.
And it's an interesting spot. When you get out that quick, you know that a ride out wins. Of course, you're always looking for the sub, but you're not going to force into a bad position to attack that in this, because you know you ride her out, you do win.
I don't know. Perez looks like she might be going for the choke. Yeah, and she locks it in.
And there's
tap.
tap. There's the tap. Andrea Perez drops the hammer in overtime. Winner by submission. Rear naked choke. An impressive match there from Andrea Perez as she drops the hammer.
She was aggressive from start to finish, man. She was tough. Cynthia, though, too. She was fighting all the way till the end. She's tough, too.
Absolutely.
That was a great match.
And
Great
again,
match.
Cynthia's got a chance here in a couple matches. Try to get that win for herself. So we'll see her soon here. Going to talk to her coaches, make those adjustments, and see how she comes out with a new competitor. But that was impressive work from both of them.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, she's warmed up now. Like I always say,
Absolutely.
once you in tournaments, I tend to do a lot better myself personally.
100%. That first matchup is always the worst one.
Yep, absolutely. Once you blow your lungs out and you're warm and you're
absolutely.
good, get the jitters out, she's going to come back on fire.
And,
I already know it.
And with that, we will kick it over to our third matchup. We're going to have Veronica Mackey up against Cadence U. Cadence in the blue, Mackey in the all black, and we are underway.
Mackey's gonna pull guard right now. A nice belly Hiva.
And she pulls guard in the HCS fashion. She pulls guard, but immediately scoots forward and is the one who forces the action from guard. Guard does not have to be boring, folks.
Looks like Mackey's going for the straight ankle. She's got
No
a good
twisting
bite
here,
on it.
amateur.
Nope, she's got a straight ankle lock. She's going for it. Good belly down right here. I think she's gonna get it. She's tough.
You's doing a good job.
Yeah, she's stomping on the hip. She got the tap.
And there's the
There
tap.
it is.
Quick work there for Veronica Mackey as she drops the hammer winner by submission.
Beautiful,
Veronica
beautiful
Mackey
straight
with
ankle.
that straight ankle lock as she drops the hammer. Great work there. Impressive stuff to get it. When you can get a submission that quickly,
Absolutely.
that's when you're asserting some dominance. You're telling the world, not
Yeah.
just your opponent, I'm here and I'm game.
Yeah, she came to fight too. Same thing. She comes from a really good school. She's tough. She knew exactly what she wanted, and she went and she got that.
Absolutely. And we waste no time here at the house party. Our next matchup, it will be Brianna Smith up against Janelle Malone. Brianna Smith up against Janelle Malone. You see? Figure that out. We got Kyle Myers coaching up in the corner here. He will be refereeing later as well. But any of you who know HCS at home, you know Kyle Myers. He's an absolute stud here inside the circle.
Yeah, he's very familiar with these mats. Here we go.
Brianna is in the black and red.
Brianna. Here we
Brianna
go.
Smith in the black and red. Janelle Malone in the teal. I'm assuming got to be teammates of Cadence, right?
She stuffs right through the front
matching
head.
rash guards.
I thought she was going for that throw right there. I was like, oh.
I thought she was going to send her in the orbit.
Yeah, with that front head lock
She
throw.
looked right at her coach, and coach said no.
Yeah. She's like, all right, never mind. She's doing a good job. She's still on it, working the north-south here. Janelle's doing a good job. Cleared her head out now. She's just trying to get that knee inside.
Underhook that other arm snap. Other arm inside. Get your weight. Get your weight.
She's still in the front head. She's still on the head here. Now she's working the north-south. So now her head's free, and she works all the way to mount. Big front foot. But Janelle's able to get that knee inside, get Brianna in half guard here. Brianna's got some serious pressure. She is making Janelle look the completely opposite way here. Now she's working to start to isolate an arm while trying to clear her leg out of this half guard position. And she's through to mount now. She's setting up an Ezekiel. Let's see if she gets it. She might be a little high on the feet.
And Ezekiel is one of those that's a little bit harder to get no-gi.
Absolutely. Janelle's doing a good job pushing on the hips, trying to make some space for herself to start getting her legs inside. Brianna does not want to move from this position. She's staying heavy. Looks like she's setting up a gift wrap to possibly take the back here. Looks like she's got the Kimura grip. And she's right back to mount. Janelle doing a good job keeping her knees tight and bringing them back inside. Brianna is just relentless with this pressure here. She is staying so heavy. Janelle doing a good job using her frames to get those knees back inside. But Brianna's like, I'm staying here and I'm staying heavy too. Prix slices right through the mount and she's back here up top. We got 1 minute, 40 seconds left. Janelle is bridging, trying to get her legs back inside. She does a good job with that. She's doing a good job getting her knees back inside. Brianna's kind of really on this high mount here. So it's making it a little bit harder for Janelle to really kind of do a big bridge because Brianna's literally right on her chest. Now they're so close to the wall. That must be hard. That's hard.
Yep.
To kind of transition from here, transition to the back because her back's going to hit the wall before she can go.
And if you're Janelle, you're this close to the wall, you should probably I would try to scoot up against to get my back up and use that as my way up.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I would use my feet to even get my feet over.
And it's always interesting because you never know if they've trained more of that MMA style or if they're strictly jiu-jitsu.
Here
But
they
Brianna
are.
does a good job of getting her back against the wall now, not allowing that to be a case here.
So Janelle should start to scoot low. She starts to scoot low, clear those hooks.
We have 30 seconds here. Oh, and that
Prix
looks,
is
that
locking
looks
it in. Oh, I think she
Hard to
lost
tell. Yep, she lost it.
it. 20 seconds left. Let's see if she can secure the submission before they go to overtime. I don't think she has the rear naked. Janelle's doing a good job fighting the hands here.
5 seconds here.
I think Janelle's throwing up the footlock from the bottom.
And there we are. We will be going to overtime. We'll see how Janelle can respond here. And in this situation, would you... Brianna wins.
Brianna is going offense first. I think she's going to probably take her back here. Yep, she's taking the
And
back.
I like that call from Brianna because she's coming off dominating that whole opening round. Keep that momentum, keep it going. I don't want to give Janelle that opportunity to start getting her mojo going by having that dominant position.
Right. Yeah, no, definitely. Janelle's addressing the feet with her feet, which I like because then she started to feel that. Oh, no, Brianna's working to go belly down. Janelle's not accepting that. Good move by Janelle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not allowing that to happen.
Brianna losing the rubber bands.
I see that. They're snapping out. She's going hard.
Halfway through, 30 seconds to go. And a ride out, and if you choose offense, you get that ride out off the jump. It is huge. Sets you up beautifully for that second overtime.
Janelle's doing a great job fighting the hands. Brianna's just staying hard. She's fishing her hands through to try to get underneath that pin. There's 10 seconds left. Time.
And that is a ride out from Brianna.
To ride out right
Smith
there.
As she sets herself up here where an escape will win. Janelle's going to have to find a way to ride her out. But of course, submission will win it.
Now we can see Janelle on dominance.
And we are underway, minutes of work.
So Brianna really just has to focus on really getting out of here.
And she's already gotten back to the mat. 3 seconds.
And
there it is.
out.
That is the quick escape for Brianna Smith. As she is your winner here inside the circle. Brianna Smith, your victor. Impressive performance there from Brianna Smith.
We got one more amateur match coming up now. We got
Cynthia's back in.
Oh, she is. Oh, wow. Yeah.
I told you we were going to see her in a couple matchups, and she's back.
She got the jitters out. She's ready to go now.
And she says she's ready, doesn't need any more of a break. We love to see that kind of action here inside the circle. This time she'll be up against Esty Nelson.
What a savage.
Esty Nelson of Teep Territory. Go to teep-territory.com. Use code HCS15 for 15% off your purchase. That's right. We have a sponsor competing for us today. That's how we do it at the house party of grappling. Esty Nelson versus Cynthia Papitas.
This is going to be the last match of the amateurs.
And we are going to kick it on over to referee Josh. Esty in the blue and pink. Cynthia in the all black. And we are underway. Cynthia coming out aggressive here. Again, she in her last one was dominated for a lot of that. So she's going to look to be aggressive here and push the pace.
Absolutely. Yeah, she's coming back for redemption. She's on fire. She got the jitters out, so she's ready.
Nice shot.
Single
attempt.
leg.
Good stuff there from Esty.
Cynthia wants to throw.
Nice headlock. Kind of a headlock, kind of a guard pull.
Cynthia's got her in closed guard now. Esty's got to work to get her posture up to get out of there. Cynthia looks strong here. She looks like she's trying to isolate an arm.
Esty looking to apply a lot of heavy top pressure.
Cynthia's passing an arm across. Oh, Esty was able to get her arms back inside to centers. Now she's going to start to work the posture up here. Essie's reaching back. She's got to watch a triangle here. Cynthia's going to set up an armbar. Cynthia's going to set up an armbar.
Excited.
Essie's keeping the pressure so she can't extend her. Oh, Essie's going to circle.
Pressure there from Essie. We're back on our feet, and Cynthia engages right away. Oh, snap attempt. Essie says, no. Look for the drag.
Drags. Good job. Good awareness from Cynthia to circle back inside. Oh, they smacked each other. They said they're sorry. Girls are so sweet and polite to each other.
Wait, one of our competitors brought baked goods for all the competitors.
Yes, Z, she's kind. Oh,
nice takedown there from Esty. Around the neck right away.
Cynthia's doing a good job kind of not letting Esty flatten her hips. She has her foot inside, but she's not letting her sprawl out to finish this choke here. She's working the mount here. She's working the mount. She gets the mount.
Step over.
She's getting the mount. Cynthia's doing a good job.
Through.
She's out. She's out. Good
Coach
job,
was
Cynthia.
imploring Esty to get that mount.
Yes. Cynthia's got 90 seconds. Esty is on top half right now. So right here, Cynthia's a really good guard though. She's been doing a good job bringing her knees back in and not allowing people to just kind of hang there and smash. Esty's really working to clear that foot from half guard. Both battling for the underhook.
3 minutes are down, meaning we have 1 minute left here in our opening rounds.
Esty's trying to clear that leg, free that leg so she can work to mount. Cynthia's doing a good job keeping tight here. And Esty is out. She's just side control now. She's got 40 seconds left. Esty with the pressure.
30 seconds.
Circling towards that arm. She's circling towards that
Looking
arm.
isolate. Cynthia's doing a good job.
Good awareness from Cynthia.
If I'm Cynthia, I attack that single leg.
Yeah, absolutely. Circle all the way. Esty's locking up a Kimura grip here, but
short time. Five seconds.
5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. She's gonna get it.
And that is time. Again, almost another last second submission. Esty's unable to grab it, so we will go to overtime. Esty wins the toss. She takes offense.
Yes. Offense.
And again, it seems that Esty might be tired here. I agree with that choice. Going offense while you still have a little bit left in the tank.
Absolutely. Cynthia's not breathing heavy. Like I said, she got her jitters out of the way already. So she's like.
Cynthia says, listen, I go to practice for 2 hours a night. There's nothing. I don't get to sit out after one go.
Yep.
We're
Here we
underway.
go.
Minute to work.
I think Esty's going for the choke. I can't really see from this position, but Esty's definitely fighting the hands to go for the submission here. Cynthia looks like she's locking on top of Esty's lock to try to get the ankle lock. Esty's trying to go to flatten her out.
And that is an escape for Cynthia. She's able to break out of the dominant position and escape there in the opening round, setting herself up for our next ride out. She will take the back. Yeah, she's taking the back.
Taking the back.
Nope.
Oh, no. She's going for the arm. There we go.
Okay.
We haven't seen an arm bar
So
yet. Yeah.
listen, the arm is always the option for the more aggressive. It's high risk, high reward.
Absolutely.
Easier to get your sub here, but also way easier to get out.
Yes, definitely.
And maybe, she feels confident with her gas tank and
Hold on. She's not set in the right position. There we go. There we go. I'm glad her coach was able to call that because she had 1 foot underneath. She would sell herself short there. So I'm glad she was able to.
And we're underway. Esty looks to bump in right away. Gets her feet across. Separates the first grip.
The elbow's out, though, it looks like.
Elbow is low.
It looks like the elbow's out.
She's
Cynthia's
still
got
on it. Esty pushes in and And that is your escape, and we will go to overtime too. And the crowd's loving it.
Oh, they're going to the next ADCC overtime.
ADCC overtime.
Yeah, they
First to
both
a
escaped.
dominant position will win backside or mount.
First to score. Let's see. Yay, we can see some more wrestling here. These girls were clubbing hard, so they're going to come in hot now.
And we're underway. First double overtime of the day. 3 minutes to work here, so it's essentially another opening period. And we didn't really see either get to one of these dominant positions yet, so we'll see how it plays out here. Cynthia's got to be careful, can't back out. Good trip from Esty.
She's got to clear that leg though for it to
Half guard
count.
right away.
Yep. She's got to
Cynthia's gotta
clear.
lock that leg
She's
in.
got to clear.
That's the side. And there it is.
And there it is.
Esty Nelson wastes no time in overtime, too, finding that dominant position. Your winner here inside the circle, Esty Nelson. And that's going to wrap it up for our amateur bouts as our competitors here hug it out. Esty
Awesome.
Nelson with the double overtime victory. But before we go over to our pro bouts, we will be giving away a sub performance of the night. We have winner Veronica Mackey with that straight ankle.
Absolutely. She crushed it. She
Veronica
came, she knew
Mackey,
she wanted.
your savvy fit sub of the night. We got 2 more of those to give out tonight, so don't worry, there will be more to come. But Veronica Mackey certainly earned one of them with her straight ankle lock there. Our only regulation sub there in our prelim bouts. But with that, we will be going over to our pro bouts and to our Grand Prix. Our Grand Prix, 8 competitors, only 1 winner. $1,000 cold hat card cash is on the line, but more importantly, the belt is on the line. The glory is on the line as Jillian will be joining me back here in the booth for our Grand Prix.
All right, we're going to be kicking off the Grand Prix. Our first match is going to be the number 1 seed Lauren Sears against Joey Gaffin. Welcome back, Joey Gaffin. We saw her previously on this card. She was kicking off the card. Now she's back for the Grand Prix.
Lauren Sears, again, she's done our Grand Prix before. She came in second in our last Grand Prix. She had 2 subs on her way to the final, had an electric final, did come up short there, so she's looking to avenge that. But Joey Gaffin's coming to prove that she should not have been the 8th seed, and that first matchup she had today was just getting the gas tank warmed up for what really matters here today. So I'm expecting a scrap. Joey Gaffin brought a lot of energy. She was coming after it in that whole matchup. So I think that's what you got to do when you're the underdog.
Exactly.
The pace, you got to bring the energy and bring it to them. Waiting back is probably not the best route if you're not the favorite in this situation.
I mean, also when you're signing up for this type of tournament, you don't know who you're going to get first. You got to be prepared to go against the number 1 seed first, depending on the seeding. So she knew this was going to be a possibility.
No points, so we know
exactly.
Can't seed her too high. But she's coming to shock the world.
Yeah. So
and we've had it before. We've had 1 seeds lose in the Grand Prix in the opening round before. It has happened, and it can certainly happen here today. But Lauren Sears probably has other ideas.
Definitely. So Lauren, she's one of those people who competes almost every weekend in competition. I actually commentated her match in Miami last weekend where her team won on main character jiu-jitsu. So
Schwanksville, PA, just as nice.
I know, just as nice as Miami.
Just as nice.
I know. So Lauren is used to competing under a lot of different rule sets. The rest of the Grand Prix, it's a lot of women from this local area. So we're going to be showcasing a lot of seasoned vets, also a lot of up-and-comers as well.
And we're just getting our names typed in here so you at home can see them on your beautiful screen. Once that happens, we will be kicking over.
All right.
We will be 8 minutes here.
Yep. Pro rules.
So leg locks are in. Flying attempts are in if we see them.
We're gonna see. I want to see like a flying triangle off of that wall there.
Now, if we see a flying triangle or anything flying off the wall, I guarantee you're getting a performance of the night. And we are underway. Lauren Sears in the all black, Joey Gaffin in the pink and blue. About a 10-pound weight difference here. Nice shot.
Yeah. She's on that single trying to transition to a double, but Lauren was able.
Lauren sits her down. There.
Yeah.
That's some immediately heavy pressure.
Yeah, she's got that nice cross face, nice shoulder pressure to the face, passes right through. Joey does have that frame in on her hip. But I mean, I think Lauren's just trying to cook her a little bit. You know, she's still got over 7 minutes to work here, and she's
And these
already in
Grand
this
Prix,
side
there's a
control
lot of time to
position.
work, especially for Joe. She's coming off a 4-minute match. You know,
It
like
was just a warm up. It was
30
just a warm up.
minutes ago.
It's fine.
This is a whole
It's
different
fine.
vibe.
Right. You see Lauren trying to transition here to like a north-south, maybe set up an arm attack. She's also got an amazing crucifix that you see her use a lot in competition, where she sets up chokes from the crucifix. And also, Lauren is the type of person, she competes at so many different weight classes. 115 is like her true weight class, but she's one of those people, she just takes matches at whatever weight just to get the
And
experience.
that's the type of people we're always looking for.
Yep. All right, Joey's just trying to create a little bit of space on the bottom. She's not allowing Lauren to even set up really any type of sub or position control
Nice
other
roll
than the
through.
pressure.
Peeks out.
Right? Oh,
Oh. That was just some smooth
all right.
following
I
there.
think
from
we're going to
Lauren.
see a possible twister here. So
Nah, yeah,
Lauren's,
that was smooth.
so Lauren's going to try and take Joey's arm and put it behind her head. If she
There.
does, yep. And then she's basically going to go for a twister is like a spinal lock. So
Ooh.
she's going to want to wrap her arms around Joey's head.
And there's
Yeah,
the tap.
there's the tap.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is our first twister submission in HCS history. Lauren Sears drops the hammer. Winner by twister submission. Lauren Sears moving on to the semi-finals.
Okay.
A wrist lock off. Used the twister and said, might as well take your wrist while I'm at it. Lauren Sears, an impressive performance there in our opening round. Joey Gaffin absolutely brought it, but Lauren came ready to go. She's looking to climb her way to the top there, and that's how you start. She will be moving on to our semi-finals.
Yeah, she showed just why she is the #1 seed.
The timer on the Grand Prix.
8. With that, we will be moving on to our next matchup. It's going to be our 2 seed, Bobby Figueroa up against Gianna Caruse. Bobby Figueroa, she is a 4-1 as an amateur here at HCS. She is an amateur champion with a win over Kiara Melendez, who's also in the bracket. She has 4 subs here inside the circle. This is her pro debut, though. Pro debut with HCS, but she's dominated the amateur scene up against Gianna Caruse, making her HCS debut as our 7 seed inside the circle. Bobby in the all black. Gianna in our purple. And we are underway. 8 minutes to work. And it'll be interesting to see how it plays out here with someone like Bobby, who's been in the circle a lot, knows this rule set. Every promotion has their slightly own rules, and they all play differently.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing him, just having competed in him before, knowing the rules very well, is typically a pretty big advantage. Nice shot though from Gianna.
Beautiful
Bobby
double
went
leg
with it a little
there.
there.
Yeah.
Tight guard right away from Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby's got her legs triangled in that closed guard. She's looking to get an underhook, so she's going to possibly maybe try to work for an armbar or a sweep with that underhook.
Bobby was the first competitor here today. Check-in started at 2:30. She was here at
All right.
2:25.
Bobby was trying to go for a kidney lock there, like a rib compression. All right, so Gianna, she's kind of hands to the face, trying to create some space, trying to posture up. Especially with jiu-jitsu, when you're inside someone's closed guard, when you're that top person, you are on the defensive. You've got to create some space. You got to get up. You got to try and work out and posture up. So you don't want to be, similar to nice little smother there by Bobby. I love a good smother. I'll say that on every time I'm commentating.
Our last card, we had our first mother's milk. First mother's milk.
I love it. Yep. So Gianna's she's got a 2-on-1 control, and she's going to try and work to step up. She's got one leg up. She's going to try to work to stand, but Bobby has an underhook. So Gianna's just got to be a little bit careful trying to step up here when someone has an underhook. Right. So we're seeing a lot of hand fighting here. So both Gianna, she's going for like armpit control. Bobby tries to weave her hands in a little bit, get her hands off the armpit.
Gianna takes a peek at the clock. Long way to go.
Yeah, so she works this 2-on-1.
Bobby very actively listening to her corner.
Right, so we got not quite stalling, but Josh is calling for both competitors to move, be a little bit more active.
Nice. Got some separation.
Right. Ooh.
Bobby very comfortable on her butt.
Yeah. I mean, Gianna, she was leading head first with that guard pass.
A little bit of that reckless abandonment.
Yep. Oh, nice mount right for Gianna. That was beautiful there. Right. She's trying to work Bobby's elbow up. Ooh, nice little bump there by Bobby to create some space. You know, when you don't like what someone's doing on top, even though you're probably not going to get a reversal off of that bump, but you're just going to get the top person to move, maybe release what they're trying for. Right. Right. Looks like Bobby's not trying to roll, but she's trying to recover like a half guard here. She's trying to lift up one of Gianna's legs so she can slide her own leg out from that mount position and recover half guard. All right, now Bobby's going to want to use her hands to push on the knee as well. You see, I think maybe Gianna, if Bobby tries to push the knee in, I think Gianna is going to maybe chair sit right into a back attempt, but she pulls her leg back in, pulls it back in from that 3/4 mount position. Now she's being really heavy on top. Ooh, she's got both arms, both of Bobby's arms above her head. She's got a lot of arm lock attempts here, going for an Americana. Bobby's trying to straighten the arm out. Yeah, she's trying to pull it back in. Oh, that looks so tight. Oh, that is.
Bobby rolls.
Oh.
Gianna transitions. Well, that was some impressive fighting off.
I would say the crowd could not see how bent that arm was, but we can see it from our table. Bobby has got some flexible shoulders there. But great job by Gianna to just stay heavy in this mount position. She's trying for that Americana again.
It was super close last time.
Yeah, it's one of those. I mean, Bobby clearly does not believe Americanas work. So she might be a little bit more accepting of it, because then if she can escape, she might be able to get a reversal off of it. I will say I'm kind of the same way. I have extremely flexible shoulders. Americanas don't really work on me that well, but I'll use it to reverse position when they go for it. Right. Gianna's corner is calling to cook her a little bit. I mean, they've only got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. And Bobby has been stuck in this mount position for a couple minutes now. All right, I think Gianna's going to look for a back take here, or a possible armbar, or a mounted triangle. Got a lot of options there.
She's threatening hard.
A lot, yes.
These last 2 minutes have been impressive.
I love her transitions. And she's still staying heavy on top.
Still 2 minutes to work here in this opening period.
Ooh, maybe a possible head and arm choke here. Yeah, she's got to lower the head a little bit more. Head's got to be closer to the ear, not so much on the elbow, but.
Nice bump from Bobby.
Bobby's trying to stay on her side. For that head and arm choke, you don't want to be flat on your back. You want to try and get to a side if you can't get that arm free.
Gianna looking to extend her. Bobby hanging on to that foot.
Yeah, she's trying to hold on to that 3/4 mount. Basically trying to like TP your legs, but Gianna gets that foot free, so she's back in the traditional mount position here. And winner of this match will be going against Lauren Sears in the next round.
This is the other side of the bracket.
Oh.
They're the 2-7, so they'll be in the other semi. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, this will be the 2-7. They'll get the winner of the next one. And there's
we got a tap.
Gianna Caruse with an impressive debut in the circle as she drops the hammer winner by submission. Your 7 seed with the upset, Gianna Caruse, will be advancing to your second semi-final. Gianna Caruse, an impressive submission there. And that's an upset. The 7 over the 2 is a big time upset there as she advances on in our bracket. We'll take the winner of this next matchup. Next matchup, Kiara Melendez up against Jenna Sylvester. Jenna Sylvester, our wild card winner, earned her way into the bracket here. She was 2-0 on that wild card, won the wild card. That's how she earns her way into the Grand Prix bracket, up against Kiara Melendez, who is 1-0 as a pro, 4-1 as an amateur, 3 subs as an amateur, another sub as a pro inside the circle. So a lot of experiences. Jenna waves over to the stream. Jenna says hello to the stream in the red. Kiara in the all black, and we are underway. This is your 3 versus 6 matchup. Kiara in the all black, your 3 seed. Jenna in the red, your 6 seed. And this is an opportunity to see 2 people familiar with HCS rules going at it. Kiara's coming out aggressive.
She's got some aggressive collar ties there.
Kiara,
Oh,
black hole. Oh.
Oh, nice guard pull.
Right to the
Right
leg.
into Ashi. Ooh,
Good look
Jenna
there.
was like,
Jenna
ooh,
comes
not
out.
today. Ooh.
We'll call that head first spear entry.
Oh, but you see Kiara, right back into that Ashi position. Jenna's trying to roll her way out, but
She got to be careful not to flee either.
she's trying to put her foot in the butt to be able to get that
she does
leg
escape
out.
that.
She does escape. A little bit tougher this time to be able to escape.
Kiara
I think
got
Jenna,
closer there.
I think she checks on her a little there after what happened the first time.
Jenna let out a big breath as she escaped that one there. Jenna trying to find an underhook. Kiara doing a good job keeping those elbows tight.
Yeah, both ladies are just playing really strong collar ties here. I'd like to see them play with it a little bit more, trying to off balance, reposition themselves instead of just straight pushing right into each other. Oh,
Nice shot entry.
Yeah,
Right into the pass in the side.
yeah.
Great entry there from Kiara.
Jenna was just trying to hold on to the head just a little too long and allow Kiara to pass.
6 minutes to work. If I'm Jenny here, I'm going to start showing a little bit of urgency to get out of the spot. Still a lot of time on the clock, but I don't want to be stuck inside underneath Kiara for too long.
And especially with that heavy cross face
Yep.
right on her jaw. Like, look, these ladies might be 115 pounds, but still the amount of pressure that they can create because,
Right, so that was
wow.
dirty.
I think she's under the neck here. We got a
there's the
tap. Wow.
Kiara Melendez with smooth work to drop the hammer. Winner by rear naked choke.
Wow.
Kiara Melendez is not playing around. That was impressive stuff as Kiara will advance to our next semifinal where she'll take on Gianna Caruse. And that's a matchup I'm excited to see because Gianna and Kiara both looked impressive in their quarterfinal matchups here. That was impressive work by both as they both dropped the hammer. Can't wait to see that semifinal matchup. And we're going to look to round off our last semifinal here. In our 4-5 matchup, we have Elise Shaw versus Randy Miley. Elise Shaw, 1-0 as a pro here inside the circle, 2-0 overall. She does have a submission. Randy Miley making her HCS debut inside the circle for our last quarterfinal matchup.
Yeah, even though Randy Miley even though she's debuting here at HCS, she is a highly active competitor. Not just in jiu-jitsu, she does MMA as well. She's an amateur MMA fighter.
Elise Shaw in the all black, Randy Miley in the black and red.
Yep.
Randy Miley with the push into the wall, and the tape falls.
Ooh.
An aggressive takedown there from Randy Miley.
And as you can see, the wall is in play here, so people
Absolutely.
can use that for takedowns.
And Randy was just reminding us our tape was up there. Didn't want us to forget it. For later.
All right, so Elise's she's got the knee shield here.
I will say, Randy Miley came up to us right before the rules meeting. He was like, "Wait, I can use the wall." And used it immediately. So she was clearly
MMA fighter in her.
Yeah, clearly excited about that.
Ooh, nice pass the misdirection from Randy there. So she switches direction.
Oh,
We got an armbar attempt here.
leg through.
Right. Oh, she's switching to the triangle.
This is smooth.
Right. I think she's going to still try and finish the arm lock here, but Elise is very stuck.
And
We got a tap.
As Elise
Woo!
Shaw drops the hammer, winner by armbar submission. All right, folks at home, Elise is all right. That was not her guarding her arm. She was finding a contact that fell out.
Thank goodness, because she's on my team for later.
And she's all good, just a contact. But Randy Miley drops the hammer, winner by armbar submission. She will round out your first semifinal there. So our semifinals are set. It will be Lauren Sears versus Randy Miley in semifinal 1. And then we'll have Gianna Caruse versus Kiara Melendez in semifinal 2. Cannot wait for both of those matchups. All 4 of them brought it there inside the circle.
It's the 2 team duels elimination.
Yes.
And we will now give our Grand Prix competitors a chance to breathe as we will move over into our team duels. We are talking about HCS 30 and HCS 31, though, real quick. HCS 30 is our amateur invitational, and our pro team duels November 9th at Rahway Center. And then we have HCS 31 in December. That'll be our playoff. Cannot miss that action. But we will be moving over to our team duel. Our team duels we're going to have 4 teams: Team Ultraviolence, Team Pure MMA, Team Grappling Galaxy, and Precision. All 4 are going to absolutely bring it here today.
Yeah.
And we will be bringing in referee Kyle Myers. Kyle Myers, the ever active HCS competitor, here putting on his referee cap for the day. He'll be helping out with our team duels as Jillian steps away to go coach up her team. So we welcome back Amanda. How was that that quarterfinal round for you?
It was good. Definitely good. Exciting to see it. I was over there coaching Joey Gaffin. She's 105 pounds, and she kind of just jumped in this.
105 pounds of pure heart.
Yes, absolutely. So she took my place in this. I was supposed to compete in this.
Okay.
But obviously, I was super injured. I snapped my arm, as we all know. But yeah, Joey was really nervous going against Sears because Sears is obviously a super seasoned competitor, and Joey's just a little 105 blue belt that just started stepping into the competition scene. And I told her, hey, let's go out there and have fun. And she was smiling as she was getting smashed a little bit. But you know what? Sears was respectful, and Sears did what Sears does and got a beautiful submission. And you know what? Joey was just grateful to even have the experience to go against somebody of Sears caliber. So,
and that's the type of experience that win, lose, whatever, you're going to carry that with you next time. You'll have that opportunity to, make that game plan and come out ready to go. And, hopefully next time you get her competitor, maybe more her size.
Yeah.
Something like that. But
yeah. Luckily, her super fight was 105. But again, 105, it's so hard to find.
hard
it's
to find them.
It's hard enough to find a 115er. I am a 115er myself. So, you know what? Kudos to her. Proud of her. But I'm really excited for these 2 team duels. This is going to be really awesome. We have some really, really seasoned competitors on here. We got a lot of familiar faces, which is going to be exciting to watch.
Absolutely.
So, everyone's coming to bring it.
The favorite is probably Team Ultraviolence.
Oh, 100%.
They are made up of HCS All-Stars. We have Marissa Pacelli as your captain, along with Nicole Matthews, Dana Christensen, Michelle Estrada, and then Sharon's last name was cut off. Where's Sharon's last name?
Sharon.
She's somewhere else on my list.
Sharon
Magira.
Yes, that's it.
Sharon Magira will round out their 5. That is a hammer of a lineup.
Sharon just won the 155 finishers belt. I want to say last weekend. Was it last? Yeah, last weekend.
When you have Dana Christensen as maybe your least accoladed person on your team, you got some studs. But not to be outdone, we will have Pure MMA in the matching green. By the way,
I love it.
I do love. Pure MMA will have Ashley Marmol, Ellie Enright, Brianna Gonzalez, Sydney Madison, and Molly McCormick. We are doing our toss here to determine who sends out first. This is a team duel format. For anyone familiar with wrestling, the teams will send out based on weight class. They'll alternate who sends out first, try to make those matchups, because this is a lot of strategy comes into this outside of just winning your MMA matchups.
Yeah.
You'll get 1 point for an overtime victory decision. You'll get 3 points for a submission in regulation, 2 points for submission in overtime.
Hello.
We're checking in. We're ready to go. We'll have Brianna Gonzalez for Pure MMA up against Marissa Percelli of Team Ultraviolence. Yeah,
Hi,
you guys
guys.
are good.
All good, guys.
And here we go. Started the team
Marissa
duels.
in the tiger striped green.
Marissa's going to pull guard right away. Her guard is really dangerous, and she gets full guard.
Marissa already on that neck.
Marissa's triangles are deadly. Brianna is working to get her feet to get out of there, trying to extend herself out. Marissa gets
And
the
that's
tap.
the tap. Marissa Percelli drops the hammer, and that's 3 quick points for Ultra. A quick start for Team Ultraviolence. Marissa Percelli showing why she's one of the queens of HCS. Pure will now send first here for our second matchup.
What's your name?
We'll have Ashley Marmol of Pure
And then we got Dana.
up against Dana Christensen of Team Ultraviolence.
Here we go.
Dana in the all black, Ashley in the pure green, we'll call it today.
Got some heavy collar ties going on here.
So with that, Team Ultraviolence is up 3-0 going into this one. So Pure is going to have to start chipping away soon, knowing that they have Nicole Mackey at some point to deal with.
Yep.
Nice shot from Dana as we go out of bounds.
Beautiful takedown attempt.
That
by
was
Dana.
a great takedown attempt.
She ran her feet.
And now, for those at home who are wondering about our stalling thing like that, that is not an example of stalling, because that is just shot defense from Ashley, fighting off the takedown, and that's aggression from Dana.
Dana with the tie clinch she's got going on here. Ashley's pummeling inside to try to clear that. Dana went for a foot sweep there, but Ashley was aware of that and was able to get back inside position.
Dana looking for that wrist control. Ashley able to separate for a second. And I can confirm that Dana is definitely trained with some impressive wrestling pedigree people. She's worked with the Jackson Memorial Wrestling team before. So she's definitely comfortable on the feet.
Looks like Ashley's really trying to fight for that underhook, and Dana's not allowing it. Dana keeps pummeling back inside for inside position here.
Based on how long we've been on our feet, it's safe to say that both want to be the one that's on top here.
Good snap attempt by Ashley. I think Ashley's looking to set up a foot sweep here, try to get a sweep single. She's cutting the angle out to the outside a little bit, but Dana's pretty aware of that and able to circle back inside. Dana likes this 2-on-1 grip. I think she's trying to pull her forward. Dana has a Russian.
We go out of bounds. Another explosive takedown as we work out of bounds there. No control though, so we're going to start back on our feet.
We got 4 minutes left to go.
Will be 6 minutes for each of our periods here in the team competition, against a little bit different than that Grand Prix where it's 8. Got to raise the stakes a little bit when $1,000 is on the line.
Ashley with the overtie. Little fake. She's going for a
Nice shot attempt from Dana again.
Dana don't want to.
again.
Dana's going for it, but we got to keep it in the center. I love the attempts, and she's being super aggressive and consistent with it, but she's just running her all
We're
off the
gonna start on
mat.
her feet again. Our ref, Kyle Moners, there did give a soft warning to Ashley there about the backing out. Obviously, it's hard to stop an exposed takedown like that. But now that we're, it's happened a few times, she does have to be aware of that situation and not get that stall.
Ashley looks like she's trying to go for a toss. Dana looks like she's trying to get the single leg with that 2-on-1 grip, pull it a little bit more forward.
Good circle there.
Circle
Dana's
back in.
just with that tie clinch around the neck, is so much pressure.
All right.
She says, I was bringing the mat.
She's going to look to sweep here. Ashley's going to work to clear that knee shield. So Ashley's pulling the head in. She's going to work to start to clear that knee shield. Looks like she's going to try to set up a Kimura here. But Dana's doing a good job staying really tight here. Keeping her elbows in, trying to bring that knee inside so she can't get that lock. Ashley's heavy here. She's right on her head. She's sitting right on her head, not letting Dana kind of go. Can't see too much going on. We got the ref in the way. Okay, there we go. Dana was able to get the guard retention back. Ashley coming in with a hard cross face to kind of straighten her out so she could work the pass here.
2 minutes to work.
Looks like she might be set up. She's just working to keep her on her side here. So Dana does have Ashley's far leg trap for the people that can't see. Dana looks like she's trying to build to her knees as she does. Just trying to wrestle up here. And Ashley's still in the front head, though. She's still in the front head.
Nice snap.
Nice snap by Ashley.
Nice front head work there from Ashley.
Nice. Dana's doing a good job hand fighting. She's not letting Ashley get those boots in. Ashley got one boot in, but she's going high here. She went a little too high, and now we got Dana in the deep half guard going out the back door to get that guard retention back. Ashley staying on her feet here.
Minute to work.
Dana with that 2-on-1 grip again. Ashley's coming in with that hard cross face. Dana is going for that deep half guard here.
Heavy top pressure. For
Yes.
Ashley.
She's working to clear that leg. We got 35 seconds left. Ashley on the front head again. Looks like Dana might be trying to set up oh, nope, she's coming up, wrestling up here. Try to put Ashley back to her back. Ashley's trying to set up a triangle here. There's 10 seconds left. Is she going to get it? Dana's working to get her posture up. Looks like Dana's hands are locked, so she's not able to isolate her arm.
And we will be going to overtime. Overtime here in our team duel format. A submission is now worth 2 points for your team. A regular decision is worth 1 as the coin flip is settled. It will be Dana's choice. Goes on offense, and it's going to take the back, it sounds like.
So it's EBI first.
Yes, EBI first. 1 minute each. Time does not matter. In the team format, don't believe there's a third overtime, so there would just be no points.
Okay.
I think.
Right. That's it.
So ADCC would still happen, but if we go past that, I believe it would just be a 0-0. Minute to work. Don't see either one getting ribbon out.
No, definitely not.
Dana's working her shoulders down, already cleared a leg, scooting her butt over, it looks like.
Dana's really working to get her back flat, and she's doing a good job. but Ashley's staying on her, and Ashley's keeping her back glued. But Dana's doing a big bridge in. She's almost out. She's got to get to her knees here, and she's out.
And there is the escape for Dana. 27 seconds in. Ashley will look to respond. Yeah, Dana actually deferred, took defense. Kyle's asking questions like he hasn't been here before. I've seen him in overtime.
Oh, Kyle.
Dana will be on offense, attacking. Ashley does need an escape to extend this to our second overtime. And we're underway. A minute to work.
So Dana originally picked defense first, since she won the coin toss, and then here she is. Obviously, she still got to go to offense here.
Or
That was
right out will win it. So you're
pretty smart.
Actually, you got to have some urgency. Short time. And again, submission here is still 2 points.
She's got it locked in. Is she gonna get the tap here? She gets the tap.
Dana drops the hammer. Winner by rear naked choke in overtime. That is 2 points for Ultra Violence as they go up 5-0. 5-0 Ultra Violence as Dana Christensen drops the hammer. Winner by submission in overtime.
That was
Dana
great.
Christensen, Ashley Marmol definitely brought it there. That was impressive work from both. Looks like Nicole Matthews going to be stepping
Here she
inside the circle.
comes. That's a 6 set.
It will be Nicole Matthew, and I believe that's NM for Nicole Matthew. And we will have Sydney Madison for pure MMA. It will be Nicole Matthew versus Sydney Madison of pure MMA. Ultra Violence is up 5-0 heading into this one.
Yeah, we got you. We got you, Nicole.
Nicole Matthew trying to check in. If you wear a belt at HCS, I know who you are.
Yeah.
I promise.
Absolutely.
And we are underway. 6 minutes to work.
Nicole right in her face. Sydney.
There's no hiding from Nicole.
No.
Towel.
Nicole working.
Heavy
north,
pressure right
south.
away.
Sydney's working to kind of keep her arms tight here and get to her knees.
Ooh. And there's the quick
And she gets the
submission
tap.
as Nicole Matthew drops the hammer. Winner by submission. Ultra Violence takes the 8-0 lead, and that will be the victory for Team Ultra Violence. They are up 8-0. We will let our competitors still compete. It doesn't stop them from finishing up the matchup here. So although Ultra Violence will be advanced to the final, our competitors still have the opportunity to earn points towards their individual record for next time when they're at HCS.
And here comes Sharon.
Name?
Molly.
We'll have Molly McCormick up against
Molly versus Sharon. Here we go. No, I got it. Heavy with the collar ties, both the ladies. Sharon going for a toss. She didn't get it, but now she switched the transition to the heel hook, and she gets it.
Wow, they're moving fast out there today. As Sharon Magira drops the hammer, winner by submission, and that's another 3 points on the board for Ultra Violence as they take an 11-0 lead. Heading into our final matchup, it will be Ellie Enright.
Ellie
Enright. And that means this must be Michelle Estrada.
Ellie and Michelle. Let's go.
We'll have Michelle Estrada for Ultra Violence in the black, Ellie Enright in the pure green.
These are definitely our little ones. Ellie's gonna pull guard right away.
Yeah, Michelle weighed in at 120. Ellie weighed in at 102.
Oh, 102.
102. Lightest
Oh
competitor of
my
the day.
goodness. Yeah, I thought Joey was the lightest. No, Ellie. Michelle coming with that hard pass right here. Heavy top half. She's gonna face and work right to mount. Almost. She got to clear Ellie's leg here. Ellie's got her knee still inside though. Michelle's taking her time, kind of putting that pressure on, but Ellie's knee's still inside there. Ellie's not accepting that pass right now. Michelle is working to get her knee free so she could pass through that to get to mount. Ellie's staying sticky here and keeping that knee inside. Michelle looks like she has connection on the arm right here. And she's staying super heavy. Ellie's on the side, and Ellie's keeping her elbows a little bit tight. Michelle's got that pressure, though. Relentless pressure here. Ellie collects the leg here. Michelle is setting up the gift wrap now and working to set up a mounted triangle, it looks like. Ellie's trying to keep everything tight to get to her knees so she can escape out the back. I think Michelle has the figure 4 lock now. Not yet. Not yet. She doesn't have the figure 4 yet. She's working. And she's going for it.
Ellie's doing a good job separating
Yeah.
that. Oh, that arm
Tap, tap.
and there's the tap. Michelle Estrada drops the hammer and finishes off the sweep for Ultraviolence. A 14-0 victory for Team Ultraviolence as they put up the most impressive team performance in HCS history. That is the most points ever scored in HCS history. 4 regulation submissions followed by an overtime submission. All submissions, 14 points. Team Ultraviolence said, we are here to put on a show. They will certainly be tough to beat in our final. Don't worry, though. Pure MMA is going to have another chance. We will have a third-place matchup. We'll see them again. They're going to look to come back, bounce back, and get that third-place final.
I mean, I guess the name Ultraviolence is very fitting
Absolutely.
for them. They're tough. I've been in training rooms with these girls, and they are really, really
And
tough all the
they
time.
made a super team for
Yes,
this. They went out,
absolutely.
they went to multiple gyms. They don't all train together. They made a super team for this event. Pure MMA, you know what? They all train at Pure MMA. So
Yeah.
that's an impressive gym.
Absolutely. No, they came in. I'm happy they get
But-
another chance. I'm happy everyone's still healthy and okay. No one got injured.
Yes,
So I'm happy
absolutely.
that they get some redemption.
Joey is now entering the duel. Wait, they're both coaching them.
It's okay. No, it's okay. Max has it. It's okay. Joey.
We have
Nah,
we have a replacement, folks.
Joey Gaffin, my girl.
Joey Gaffin said, what is a third match today? She will replace Elise Shaw for Grappling Galaxy. It will be Joey Gaffin, Amy Lynn Camilli, Z Walker, Zam Mueller, and Aaron Orange of Grappling Galaxy up against Precision, our host team, Jacqueline Russo, Megan Asbury, Addison Decker, Blanca Zavala, and Chrissy Briggs.
Here we go.
Precision in the all white in their home gym got really quiet.
They got really quiet. Oh, they got first pick.
What?
So
I don't
they
know what's
sent out.
happening. Josh is going to make sure they check in. And of course, the newbie, Joey Gaffin's going to step in right
Joey's
away.
a dog.
I know who Joey Gaffin is. Third time today.
Jacqueline
It'll be
and
Joey Gaffin up against Jacqueline Russo.
Joey, do you? Here we go.
We got Jacqueline Russo out of position in the all white up against the aggressive Joey Gaffin in the pink. In on a shot right away.
Yeah, there she goes. Right to the back by Joey. Oh, go for the back return. Nice takedown by Joey Gaffin.
And listen, this is the strategy you got to do if you're Joey Gaffin.
Yes,
You're on
it
the field today,
is.
You've been competing hard. You're stepping up
Yep,
late notice.
yep.
Just bring it.
Joey's a beast, man. That was a beautiful takedown. Chain wrestling. Listen, she does not slow down.
And
Sometimes.
we are not journalists here in the booth, so don't worry about being biased. You
Yes.
Go ahead and you be
Okay,
biased.
good. I mean, hey, that
I'll
was
do my best to just keep it neutral. You do you. That's right, of course.
there, though.
So-
Jacqueline was able to really, she's using those hooks to really use Joey to elevate her off.
Oh,
Now
maybe a little
Jacqueline's
kick
back
to
on
the chin
top.
there.
So Joey is trying to get that front head. And she's working back to her feet, and she's got that front head.
Jacqueline in on that single leg. Joey with a good
Joey-
work to get out of that.
She's being relentless. Watch, she's got to get her back
And a
taken.
nice drag from Jacqueline. But she's a little high.
Jacqueline, good response, Jacqueline, to get
Joey's got to get on her toes
those
and bump.
hooks.
That wall's in the way.
Yeah, several walls in the way. Jacqueline is taking her time setting it up.
Grappling Galaxy coached up by Jillian.
Yeah.
She'll be back in the booth later.
Joey's starting to posture up. Jacqueline, that was a good
Nice
attempt
use
by
of the wall there
Jacqueline.
from Joey as well.
Joey is on fire. She had 2 matches and she's like, I'm not losing again. But you know what? Again, she's 105 here. She's 105 pounds. And she literally, she can't find matches at her weight. So she'll take any type of mat time she can. And she's doing exactly that. But Jacqueline's not accepting it. And Jacqueline is using the wall right now. But Joey has that lock. Joey has that lock. But Jacqueline's doing a good job bridging up and kind of putting all her pressure on Joey.
Almost gets that body triangle, but Jacqueline does a good job of turning it in before it connects. Joey's on the arm, though.
Joey.
That wall might be in the way.
Yeah, Jacqueline's using the wall to her favor.
But
definitely.
She's able to break the grip. Jacqueline transitions on top.
Joey's aware, and Joey's going to wrestle up. Oh, my God.
Uses a beautiful
Oh, my
comes out on
God.
top.
Joey.
Jumps to
Gaffin.
side.
She passes. She's on fire right now, my girl. Jacqueline, though, she's putting it on her, though. She's fighting hard, and she's circling with Joey's motion. So Jacqueline's doing a good job defending, fighting Joey's hands here. Joey's pushing off the wall to put her pressure into Jacqueline, but Jacqueline fought the
Transitions
hands.
to the back.
And Jacqueline did a good
Jacqueline
job.
looks to stand.
Jacqueline. No. So Jacqueline gets right to mount. Which, I'm sorry. Joey still has the leg inside. Jacqueline has a gift wrap right now. I think she's going to try to put the pressure on to get Joey to flatten her out. She's definitely slowing Joey down and, being one of Joey's main training partners. That's one thing I got to do.
Here, about a 20-pound difference.
Yes. Sometimes, Joey, you got to slow her down because that girl is a ball of energy.
Yep.
But you know what? Jacqueline's aware of that, and she's starting to put the pressure on her. And again, she's got some weight on Joey. But Joey,
if you're Jacqueline in the situation, your opponent is coming with that aggressive energy.
Yes.
You just got to take your time.
yes,
You can't get overextended and excited with them. You got to remain calm.
yes, Joey's doing
Looks
a good
like the
job
arm
here. Jacqueline looking to set up that Kimura. Joey is working to defend that bottom leg.
Jacqueline using that leg to stop her from circling.
Yes. Joey's
Nice
still
leg
in
back
it.
on.
She's still in it. She's
That's
in a
getting
back
that's getting
triangle, though.
dangerous.
She's got to get to her
Switches to the
knees.
triangle.
She's got to get to her knees.
And there's the as precision erupts inside the Thunderdome as Jacqueline Russo drops the hammer winner by triangle submission. Jacqueline Russo 3-0 lead for Precision over Grappling Galaxy, but all heart by Joey Gaffin, who steps in on last-second notice here, takes her 3rd match for the day, and brings it. That was impressive work from both, but Jacqueline Russo is your winner by submission.
Amazing. Hi, girls.
Z. Megan.
Z and Megan.
It will be
Let's go.
Megan for Precision up against Z for Grappling Galaxy. We have Z Walker, Grappling Galaxy, in the teal up against Megan. I'll find her name. Megan has
Heavy collar tar. Megan's going for a throw.
Oh, and she tosses her.
Z's going to take the back off of this.
Good job of not going all the way. Use that wall to stop herself.
Z's coming to take the back off of this. Megan's a little high here. So Z is coming out the back door, and Z is coming back. Z said, "You're not
Good
throwing
transition
me."
work from Z.
Yeah, beautiful. So now she's got Megan flat on her back.
And
Punch
this,
against the
folks,
wall.
is why we say the team duel environment is the best thing in grappling, because this crowd is excited.
Hell yeah. This is some action. So Megan's working to get her closed guard. Z, again, is shutting that down, working to her feet. Megan on the front head. Things are a little bit tough here considering they're up against the wall.
Saying, that's fine. The wall's okay.
Yeah, they're using it. They're using that wall. Megan's hanging on that front
Z looking
head.
to push that leg through to get to mount.
Z's working the mount here. Megan's dying on that sword with that front head here.
Man, Z might be focusing too much on getting to mount and not enough about her neck.
I don't know. Z's hard to put away, I'll tell you that. She's a tough cookie, but Megan looks like she's got a really strong squeeze here, and she's kind of dying on this sword pretty heavily, even though Z's working to get to mount from here and clear that leg out. And she's out. She cleared her leg.
There it is.
She cleared her leg. So now she's starting to fight the hands, and now she's in mount. So I think she's going to start to make Megan pay for this one. And Megan is working to try to scoop the leg to get back out of there. She don't want her to have the mount. She gets her in the half guard. Again, they're crunched up against the wall. My neck hurts watching them both. Megan has a lockdown on Z's leg, but Z is starting to set up a gift wrap to take the back. And she's got the back.
Nice transition.
And again, they're set on the wall, and she's locking in a rear naked choke here. Almost has it
That's
fully locked
threatening.
in.
That's definitely threatening if you're Megan.
Yes, absolutely.
I never know when to predict when it's going to get really
Yes.
quiet here all of a sudden.
I know, right? Megan is fighting those hands, and she's trying to lock Z's feet in, maybe for a foot lock possibly. But Z is really working to get underneath the chin here.
Keep looking over your left shoulder. Look over your left shoulder.
Good shout out to Z for the baked goods.
Yeah, she's the best. Z's got a trap arm here. And she's still setting up the choke. She's starting to get under the chin from what I can see. Megan's really working to get her back flat, but Z's got both hooks in, and she's glued to her back right now. Megan's big bridge in, and they're on the
Wall
wall.
gets in the way. Z does a great job of knowing where she is.
Z's using the wall. She's not letting her get flat to her back on that side.
Now the body triangle.
And the hook. Oh,
That's
this is
that's
tough.
deep.
Yeah, this is tough. So
don't
Megan's
wanna
really
be
got
here
to
for
focus on fighting the hands here. She got to work on fighting the hands and then addressing the feet. And she gets the tap.
And Z Walker gets her lick back for Grappling Galaxy. And we have 3-3.
Tied
between
up.
Grappling Galaxy Precision as Z Walker drops the hammer winner by submission. Z Walker with a point to the camera, the showmanship, we love it. And that was an impressive performance out of both of them. Z Walker takes the victory, and we got 3-3. We have Addison Decker for Precision up against Sam Mueller of Grappling Galaxy. It'll be Sam Mueller, Grappling Galaxy, up against Addison Decker. And we are underway. Sam in the purple, Addison in the precision white. Up against the wall right away.
I think Z and Megan showed like, hey, let's use the wall now. So I
Absolutely.
think everyone's going to start using
Nice
it.
trip there.
Nice takedown by
Mueller,
Sam.
nice takedown.
Sam is cutting, slicing right through. But she's got to be careful getting her back taken here. She's got to be careful taking her back here. Addison is going to the back.
Use of the wall.
Good.
That was fantastic.
Good
use of the wall
reversal
there
by
from
Addison. Addison is working the mount here. Sam has her arm trap, not her leg, her arm. Addison was able to get that free. Addison is cross side top, working the north-south here. Sam's using the wall to try to kind of build herself up here. Big bridge by Sam. Sorry, not Samantha. Addison's working to the back here.
Just realized that means Joey's going to have another match.
I know, my girl. My girl. Good move by Sam, but Addison has a crucifix going on here.
Not out of danger just yet. She does shrink her way down.
Addison.
Good scramble by Addison to hang on, but you gotta think Sam's on her way out.
Sam's
in danger though.
Sam's doing a good job stacking.
Good
Circle all the way
transition
around.
from
Good.
Sam Mueller.
Beautiful defense by Sam. Now Sam's coming back, cross side top, putting the pressure on. Now she's right to mount, right to mount. It looks like she's going to start setting up a mounted triangle. Addison's doing a good job. Good bridge.
Arms in danger. Arms in danger. Walls in the way.
Oh my goodness, these girls. Why are we so bendy?
Addison does a good job to jump over that.
Addison's dropping her hip so she
She's
can
gotta be
clear
careful,
her
though.
arm.
And there's
And
the
Sam
tap.
gets the tap.
As Sam Mueller drops the hammer, winner by submission. Sam Mueller with the win for Grappling Galaxy as they take a 6-3 lead. 6-3. Grappling Galaxy. Nice back and forth there. That was probably the most back and forth we've
Absolutely.
seen so far.
Absolutely. Both of
And
them on the attack. And then after they
That's
get
what
out,
happens.
right
When
on the
both are
attack.
That's what you get. We have Amy Lynn Camilli for Grappling Galaxy up against Blanca. And it'll be Amy Lynn Camilli for Grappling Galaxy up against
Blanco. Got it.
Blanca Zavala of Precision.
There we
Amy
go.
Lynn
6
in
minutes.
the brown and pink. Blanca, Precision white with the headlock.
Amy Lynn, same thing. She might take the back
And-
off of this.
For those of you at home keeping score, Amy Lynn, don't you worry. I will say Amy Lynn every time. I will never just say Amy.
What did you say?
I
Yes,
will not
yes.
say just
Don't make
Amy.
that
It's Amy
mistake. Her
Lynn
name is
Cumilly.
Amy Lynn. Good reversal from Amy Lynn. Now Amy Lynn, she might go for like a Bon Flu here. She's cutting through. That was a beautiful reversal.
6'3"
Blanca working to
grappling
get Coast
Galaxy,
Guard.
So if you're precision here, you need at least a victory.
Amy Lynn's going to sit back on the legs, which is really where she's really strong. She is a very solid leg locker. Blanca trying to
And this is
counter
pro
it.
rules, so twisting's allowed.
But the only thing is, Amy Lynn, she's a flexible girlie. Leg locks don't really always work on her. So Amy Lynn might use this to come up. Blanca's trying to counter Amy Lynn's leg lock, but Amy Lynn will not be phased by this. I can tell you that right now. She is going for a knee bar. She is going for a knee bar. Blanca was aware of that, and she's backstep and she's trying to come in. But again, Amy Lynn's one of those flexible girlies, and you could stack her all you want. She'll find a hole to come in between. Now Amy Lynn with the butterfly, and she's coming right back up.
Nice. And Blanca puts her right back down with a headlock again. The precision crowd loving it.
Blanca working
Right
the
to
mount.
full mount. And now, although we're close to out of bounds here, this is a dominant position, so she would get some advantage coming back in if we went out here.
He
But
said
like college
they're keeping
wrestling,
it
you're
out.
inbounds all the way. Any body part remains in, we're inbounds. So that's why you see the fans scattering out of the way.
Amy Lynn's using her frames to start to get her legs inside. Blanca is staying heavy. She's staying heavy, trying to isolate an arm. Amy Lynn has her frames right across Blanca's hips. She's starting to work to get. Oh, Blanca's going high. Amy Lynn's not going to let her take the back. Amy Lynn did a big bridge in. Blanca's trying to set up this arm bar. Amy Lynn's controlling Blanca's bottom leg, and she's going to get to her feet and pull herself out. Did she tap?
Yep.
Was that a tap?
I don't know.
Was that a tap? Tap.
That is a submission.
She got the tap.
That is a submission as Blanca drops the hammer and ties it up.
All
For precision.
tied up.
It is 6-6. Heading into our final matchup, it will be Aaron Orange for Grappling Galaxy up against Chrissy Briggs
Last
of Precision. This is our size matchup. This is what Grappling Galaxy had planned. We have about 60-pound difference here.
Yes. Chrissy's a
Aaron
pit bull,
Orange in the
though.
all black, Chrissy Briggs in the Precision white. And listen, Chris is not afraid of the challenge.
No, Chrissy's a black belt right out of this school right here, Precision.
And that's what people, those who are watching, when you're training day to day, your partners are all sizes. You
Yes.
train with bigger people in training all the time. So you're used to the situation. And on the vice versa, if you're Aaron Orange, it's also different competing against someone much smaller. You have to get used to that as well.
Yeah.
Some things that happen in training all the time.
Yes, absolutely. Chrissy,
And on the leg down there.
I call Chrissy a pit bull. Like when I watch her, I'm like, oh, she's a pit bull. She was allowed to bite, she would. She's aggressive. She's coming for this arm bar.
That's why we put the mouth guard in.
Yes. Aaron staying heavy, not accepting it, trying to keep in her arms locked with the bend here. Chrissy has this tight shoulder clamp, going for this shoy bar here. Push it on the hip to try to break Aaron's grip. Aaron's controlling that bottom leg, and she's going to start to put the pressure on so Chrissy can't extend her. Aaron's working to get that arm free. Chrissy's inverting through, trying to keep that Kimura grip to push her away to finish this. She's got a Kimura grip here. Aaron's keeping everything locked, and she's out.
There is not a single person in the crowd not paying full attention to this matchup here.
The girls are wild. The girls are so much fun to watch. When people say the girls are boring, I'm like, yeah, all right. Well, you clearly haven't watched. Chrissy on the front head.
Not watch HCS because the girl matchups are literally always our best matchups.
Yes, absolutely.
Our all-girl events are always the most action-packed and exciting to watch.
Chrissy's going to cut her, let her back to her feet. We got less than 4 minutes here.
You look for a drag, you look for other helps, you look for
Trying to snap down here. Heavy collar ties.
And with the size advantage, if you're Chrissy as the lighter competitor, you have to do everything you
Good
can
shot.
to not get trapped underneath. You have to be looking to stay on top. Aaron, as I say that with a great front head. Chrissy does a good job of working out.
Right into the wall. Aaron is using the wall to her advantage.
Can't hang out here.
No.
The more time you spend underneath, the more time Aaron's going to be able to apply that pressure.
Chrissy working back to her
Chrissy
feet to try
working
to
up,
turn
using
in.
the wall. Using the
Nice.
wall. And we step out, and we'll be neutral. No dominant position there. Our coach says, maybe stop putting yourself
No
underneath.
more doubles.
3 minutes to go.
We got the owner, Pete Schumacher, over there coaching. He's the one that said no more doubles.
Z imploring Aaron to bring it.
Yeah, Aaron's ready. Aaron's bringing it back.
And when you have your team duels, this is how you write it up. You want it tied on the last one.
Absolutely.
And we're even on submission, so there's no tiebreakers, nothing. On the
Aaron's
arm.
stacking to
Aaron
defend.
and she does.
She just shook Chrissy off of
Yep.
her. She said, nope. Chrissy's coming for the front head now. Chrissy's known for her darces, so let's see if she could get that here. She has a very, very dangerous dart. I have felt it, and it is tight. She has the front head. She's going to come back to her knees. This is where she's going
Aaron
to start
hanging
to
on
set it
that
up.
single leg.
Aaron, way to wrestle up off that
Sits there.
leg. Aaron's doing a good job fighting the hands here. Chrissy's really trying to get this finish, but Aaron is fighting those hands, and Aaron's getting back to her feet now too. And they're out of bounds. They're going to reset.
And
Neutral.
we'll be on our feet.
Neutral.
Nothing was in there as we went out. Nothing of a legitimate nature, we'll say.
Let's
A little
go.
under 2 minutes.
These girls are dogging it. They know it depends on them
I
for
don't know
their
if you
team.
heard that coaching, but that might be the coaching moment of the day. Z said, Aaron, you are so sexy. Get that confidence up.
Hell yeah. Heavy collar ties. Chrissy trying to go for a duck under there. Aaron is shut that down. Chrissy going
Looks
for
to
the
jump.
front head, trying to snap her down.
Aaron
Aaron's
on
on
the
the
single
leg.
again.
Aaron needs to work to her
And
feet.
that front edge where you want to be if you're Chrissy, I think.
Absolutely. Aaron trying to wrestle up, shoot for a double here. Chrissy's heavy. Letting Aaron carry her weight right now. There's 1 minute, 1 minute 15. Chrissy circling to the back.
Look for your shoulder roll.
Chrissy's working to get those hooks in. She's got one hook in. Chrissy's a little high here, though. Aaron's not letting that other hook in. Chrissy's high, but Chrissy might be on her arm here. Let's see.
Under a minute.
Let's see. Chrissy has a Kimura grip, but Aaron's controlling that bottom leg. So let's see. She's starting to not let her invert all the way through. There's 40 seconds left. Let's see. Aaron's keeping that pressure heavy, and she gets out of that. 35 seconds here. Z is telling Aaron no.
Telling it like it is. And when they disengaged there, you could hear Aaron's coach saying to put that forward pressure, but she did sit back there and allow
Yes.
Chrissy to readjust.
Yes. There is
15 seconds to
15
go.
seconds. Chrissy on the head again, trying to circle to the back here. Aaron's not letting those hooks come in.
Aaron may have conceded to go into overtime here. Short time.
Z is crazy.
And that is overtime. The match is all tied up after 4. And of course, we go to overtime. Chrissy is attacking and taking the arm, which is a move I like here.
Yes, absolutely.
Go big or go home.
Yep. She wants that. She wants that song.
She's been hunting it for 6 minutes. What's another minute to hunt it?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Aaron, if you're Aaron, use that strength. Get out.
Stack.
Simple as that.
If I were Aaron,
Yeah,
I would
stack.
stack here and just put the pressure on Chrissy and, just try to stack her all the way. And as soon as she feels that she could break that arm free, she's out. But Chrissy's strong, man. Chrissy's a strong girl. She's a dog.
And we are underway. Good job from Aaron stepping
Yeah,
over.
right away.
Aaron, Chrissy
Aaron's trying
fights
to
that
work the
off.
stack. All right, Aaron's trying to go. Chrissy's trying to keep her flat.
That's
Chrissy's working to keep her flat on her back.
her
Aaron's trying
coach
to
calling for the stack, but Chrissy's doing a good job of extending her away.
Yep.
Those powerful legs keeping her down.
There's 40 seconds left. She might go for a bicep slicer here, trying to break her grip. Now she's
And
stacked.
there's the stack. The submission's still in, though. This is still part of the ride.
Erin doesn't even have her arms locked. She's not letting Chrissy extend her here. And she's
And there's the escape. Aaron Orange finds the escape, and we will go to EBI 2, where Aaron will have choice on offense. Time does not matter. Chrissy needs an escape to extend this.
I think Erin's going to go for the back here.
That's a smart move.
Oh, no. She's going for the arm.
She's also going bigger, go home. And I mean, again, the worst that happens here is she gets out, and we go to the next overtime.
80,
She set herself up where she's not really going to lose here. So might as well go for that sub. Get the extra team points. Finish with style. And we are underway. And I mean, if you're Chrissy, what a roll through.
Wow.
She separates the arm. Chrissy stepping over. That's Chrissy's hanging on.
Oh my God.
This is close.
I can't tell.
It's hard to see
I
from this
can't
angle.
tell. She's about to be out.
She's
out.
She's and there's the escape by Chrissy Briggs. And we go to our second overtime. That's another overtime.
Aaron was hanging on to
We
that.
first to a dominant position will win that backside or mount.
Here we go. And they are allowed to pull if they go for a sweep and come up. But I think these girls are going to
3
wrestle here.
minutes. Both of them had some success wrestling in the first, so we'll see how that plays out. I could see the wall getting involved again.
Absolutely. But Chris is not allowed to shoot any more double legs.
That's
Per her
true.
coach.
At least her coach does not want that.
I mean, hey, Chris, you could push her up against the wall and, go for a sweep.
Double leg there's fine.
Yeah.
Can't sprawl back if you hit the wall.
Her coach is calling to the wall, but Aaron's trying to keep them off the wall.
Aaron looking to circle away from the wall.
Heavy collar tie from Chrissy Briggs. Aaron,
Up against
Chrissy
the
wants
wall
on the
there.
wall. I think Chrissy's going to shoot on this wall. Yep.
Up.
Yep.
Coach said, stop with the double leg.
Aaron's trying to pull her over.
Roll
Nice
through.
reversal, Chrissy.
Nothing yet. Back does require
Oh
double
my
leg.
God.
She's on the leg. And we go out of bounds. What a scramble.
Wow.
What a scramble.
Good awareness from both of these girls.
And to think this is a
2 more
semi.
minutes. 2 more minutes. Here
To
we go.
think this is a semi. The crowd wants it. The crowd wants
Oh
it.
my goodness.
2 minutes.
Let's
2
go,
minutes.
girls. Z is a nut. Zanae is crazy. She told Aaron, throw up later. Let's get this W. These girls are tired, but they're dogging it out. They're not
In
taking
all honesty,
they're not quitting.
I
Chrissy
am
running
not
her feet.
up against the wall. I'm not sure what happens in this situation if we go past this overtime. I don't have a garbage. You guys got water for her? That's what we call leaving it all on the line. And with that, that is the victory for Precision. That is the victory for Chrissy Briggs. Overtime victory. That's what we call leaving it all out on the court. That will be an advancement to the finals for Precision. The home team does make the final. It will be Precision versus Ultraviolence for first, Grappling Galaxy versus Pure MMA for third. With that, we will be taking a brief intermission, but do not go anywhere. Do not go anywhere, as when we come back, we'll be entering the semifinals of our Grand Prix. We'll be right back.
I was so I saw I was shocked.
The HCS official rules. Our amateur division are white and blue belts, and our pro division are purple, brown, and black belts. Our regulation times for amateur is 4 minutes, and for our pros, it is 6 minutes. Starting off with the first overtime. The first overtime is 2 1-minute EBI rounds. Time does not matter. We have a 3-second transition period where if the spot is changed, whoever's on offense can either change to a submission or get back to the starting spot, and the round will continue. If after 3 seconds neither a sub or a spot is secured, it will count as an escape. A sub beats an escape, an escape beats a ride out. The second overtime is a 3-minute ADCC overtime. First to a dominant position and hold for 3 seconds. The dominant positions are mount, back mount, and side control, and you can also win by a submission. The third overtime is 2 1-minute EBI rounds where time does matter, so the fastest sub or an escape will win. Illegal moves. For amateurs, there are no twisting leg locks or twisting or manipulation of the spine. For our pros, all subs are legal. Regardless of amateur or pro, there is no slamming into the wall or out of a submission. There is also no spiking on the head. You can't slam just to slam, and you must have control and progression of the position. Out of bounds. Fighters are in bounds until both fighters are completely out of the circle. If you have a dominant position, which is mount, back mount, or side control, you can choose to start back on your feet or in a top turtle position. Whether or not you are in a dominant position is up to the discretion of the referee. If you are in a submission, which is at the discretion of the ref, you may choose to start in one of the EBI spots or back on the feet. Any other position, the fighters will start back on their feet in the center of the circle. Stalling rules. If you pull guard, you have 3 seconds to engage, and if you not engage, you'll be hit with a stall call. If you flee the circle, this will also be a stall call. If you are in a position and you are not advancing and you are just holding position, this can also be counted as a stall call. The first stall is a warning. The second stall, the opponent will get choice of top or bottom turtle. And the third stall, you will be disqualified. These stalls carry throughout the entire duration of the match.
fact, I told you that intermission would be short, and of course it was. We've had some great action. This crowd has been fantastic, locked in, ready to roll, and we're going to keep it rolling as we go to our Grand Prix semi-finals. You just saw the bracket on the board. We have Lauren Sears versus Randy Miley in our first matchup, our 1 versus 5 seed, and then in our second semi will be Kiara Melendez against Gianna Caruse, our 3 and 7 seed in our second semifinal. All 4 really in that first quarterfinal, so I'm excited to see these semis because I have a feeling they're going to absolutely bring it.
Oh yeah, all 4 were extremely dominant in their first matches. They had really exciting matches. Lauren had a fantastic wrist lock finish from the twister setup, and
probably first time we've ever seen that.
exactly. But now we're about to have a little 10th Planet on 10th Planet Prime here. So both ladies that are going to be up next, Lauren Sears and Randy Miley, are 10th Planet products. I mean, not the same gym, but they're still under that name. So we might see some sips here.
And I'm going to press you here. Final 4. Who's your favorite? Who do you think is going to take it?
Ooh, I mean, I got to go with the number 1 seed, Lauren Sears.
Not a bad pick.
I think she's going to be a tough one to finish.
I'll get a little spicy with it. I'm going to go with Kiara Malone.
Ooh.
That stuff was just so silky smooth.
It was.
Matchup.
And she's she's so aggressive. She does not look like a 115 pounder when she's out there. The amount of pressure she creates, but yes. And Randy Miley is going to be a tough one for Lauren as well. I mean, no one even know she's an HCS. We're here. Randy has been on the competition scene for a while. She competes in everything from jiu-jitsu and MMA, and she's a stud.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, between Randy and Gianna, those are 2 of the more impressive debuts we've seen.
Yeah, definitely.
But with that, we're going to kick it back over to the middle here as we go to our first semifinal. Lauren Sears versus Randy Miley. Lauren in the all black, Randy in the black and red. We're underway, 8 minutes on the clock.
All right.
Randy jumps.
Yep, she's pulling guard. It's like she's trying to work her way to almost like an Ezekiel type choke. All right, now she's gonna fall back, underhook the leg. Ooh, Lauren's got a little bite on a straight ankle lock. She was thinking about going belly down.
I don't know if you could hear them.
The women can be aggressive. You definitely see some. They're not baking cookies out there.
Listen, I don't think anything proves it more than what we just saw at the end of the second team semi there. That was like hard. I've never seen 2 competitors go that hard.
I could not be more proud of my team. So these ladies did amazing, and
that whole time watching that, and then at the end realizing that was only a semi.
Yeah. But we will see both of those teams back.
Yes, we will.
All right, Lauren's got a little bite on the arm on the outside here.
A little Let's Go Galaxy in the chat.
Yeah, let's go Galaxy. Love it. All right, we got a possible maybe like knee bar setup, but Randy turns her knee to the outside. Lauren still has control of the leg. Right, we're going to step through. Ooh, Randy's going to hop on the leg of her own, maybe come up and take the back.
And it's interesting to see here from their first round matchups. Both of them seem to be a little bit more calculated,
mm-hmm.
a little less aggressive.
Yeah, because you see both these ladies. Look, Randy, she's a black belt. Lauren is a brown belt. Both these ladies are very active when it comes to competition. So nothing really phases them in competition. So you see they're a little bit more methodical with their movements.
And you said they train together?
No, they don't. They're both from
just
10th Planet, but they don't train together. Lauren's actually from 10th Planet Austin.
Oh, wow.
And Randy from 10th Planet Newton over in Jersey. Right. Lauren's got a little bite on that ankle here with that inside butterfly hook. All right. Good job rolling out of it by Randy. She's going to come out on top. Right. She's trying to smash Lauren's knee shield with her knee from the outside. All right, nice roll through by Lauren here. She's got another bite on that leg. She couldn't quite come out on top of that knee bar, but oh, she's going to get a little heel hook bite. All right, Randy's trying to fight the legs here, trying to free her knee line a little bit. All right, that knee is free. Lauren's recollecting it, though.
5 minutes left, 5 minutes to go. And the dynamic shift from when you have the team environment going where kind of everyone's cheering each other on, there's a hypeness to it, and then you get to these Grand Prix, $1,000 on the line.
Mhm.
You win that first one, you feel that $1,000 a little bit closer. There's definitely a seriousness that falls over them that you maybe don't see in our other matchups.
Yeah, you want to play smart. All right, so Lauren's trying to get that arm saddle here, but Randy's trying to press in. Lauren will want to bring that leg over the top. But Randy disconnects.
Lauren's just been doing a great job of keeping herself centered and controlling position.
Ooh, Randy tried to roll through there. Possible back take. Right. Ooh, little bite on the ankle. Lauren inverts to be able to get that foot free. I mean, this is just like basically a beautiful game of human chess between these ladies. You see one move, one counter by the other.
Hush starting to fall over the crowd as they get locked in with our competitors here. Approaching 3 minutes remaining. And Riley's been, Miley or Randy, not Riley, not going to combine them. Randy's been trying in different attempts to try to pass this guard, and Lauren's just doing a great job of just staving everything off.
Yeah, she's great use of both her butterfly hooks, knee shields. All right. Ooh, Lauren's got a little bite there on the foot. All right. She doesn't have control of the rest of the leg, but when you try and hold that foot next to your face like that, right? But she uses it to take top position now instead.
Randy grabbing her own leg.
So I think she's trying to prevent Lauren from trying to get like an underhook in. And you see Lauren, she's stepping on that back leg so that Randy can't. Ooh, nice great inversion, yeah.
Two minutes to go.
Yeah, Lauren's trying to keep pressure on that leg. Ooh, looks like she's going to fall back on that foot. Right, we got about 1:40 left of this match here. Yeah, Randy was using that top leg just so that Lauren can't get an underhook and work to like kind of smash pass. All right, but Lauren is almost past. Yeah, Lauren's still in that like split squat position. Right. Oh, now we're in like a 50-50 position. So, oh, Lauren might have a little bite here.
45 seconds. What a roll.
Trying to roll through. Right. It's coming close to out of bounds. But both bodies have to be completely out of bounds for them to call it.
And then we go out of bounds here. I don't think anything's on. Obviously, it's ref determination. But if nothing's on, we just start back on our feet.
Yeah, Lauren doesn't quite have a bite. They're just still in that 50-50 position. No one has an actual submission attempt yet.
15 seconds.
So both ladies are using their hands to be able to try and break the lock of each other's feet that they have. Ooh, Lauren's trying to switch off to a toe hold, right? Ooh.
And we are heading to overtime.
Ooh.
And I'm excited to see what overtime forces between these two ladies. We're now going to see a dominant position for the first time between the two. They're both going to get that opportunity. I'm excited to see how that changes the action here. It was a very calculated opening.
Yeah.
Lauren will start on the back. And we are underway. Minute to go. Immediate
Right.
body triangle. There's a lot of length advantage there for Lauren.
Mm-hmm. Right. So for this first round of overtime, time does not count unless you ride it out. Yeah, so Lauren she's trying to feed that hand through, not quite under the chin, but she's still reaching over to the other shoulder.
$15 seconds to go. This has been a very, very impressive ride here from Lauren. And with less than 3 seconds on the clock, that is a ride out for Lauren Sears. Lauren Sears with an impressive ride out there. Randy Miley will have to match here in order to extend it. You're going to take the arm. Interesting
Right.
approach. Now, this is that hit or miss. It's harder to ride from here, but it's definitely a more threatening submission chance. The submission would win it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's either she can either ride out or she can sub. Right? If Lauren escapes, then Lauren moves on to the finals.
Got a little bit of a positioning battle here.
Yep. So we're waiting. Lauren gets to elect like her defensive positions she wants. So I think
Yeah.
Randy was a
And we got
little.
to fix it. Randy keeps trying to fight her arm up, and Josh says, no,
Right.
it starts on the leg. Minute to go.
Oh, she's already got a little bit of a grip break here. Right. So it
And
looks
that's
like
that high level, chest smash that you see there.
Mhm.
With those look like little movements they were making, but they're important to both of them.
yeah. So Lauren is grabbing her own thigh right now to prevent. Oh, now she
Ooh,
relocked up the
that was
bicep.
nice.
So she re-engaged that grip that she had at the beginning. And now she's back to just a standard like Gable
30
type grip
seconds.
here.
And she's doing a good job of
Mhm.
remaining in control and focusing on that ride while also hunting the submission.
Yeah. All right. Randy's going to switch direction here. She's going to start pulling towards her head. Ooh.
And
Oh,
there's the tap.
Wow.
Randy Miley, your 5 feet drops the hammer, pulls off the upset, and moves on to your Grand Prix
Wow.
final. Randy Miley, winner by submission. If she drops the hammer, winner via armbar, and she moves on to the Grand Prix finals for a chance at $1,000. Randy Miley, impressive work there to get that upset.
I mean, it just all came down to that overtime round, the EBI round. Look, when the time doesn't matter, you're going to see a lot more people electing to go for that arm because
Mhm.
it is a higher percentage submission rate from there. So when she needed a sub, because I mean, honestly, when you're electing to go for the armbar, it's hard to get a ride out for a minute from that armbar
Absolutely.
position. So she knew
And she really was doing a great job there, and she kind of
Yeah.
was waiting, letting the time
Mhm.
melt, and then went for it at the end there.
Yep, she was patient.
Yep.
She stayed on Lauren's leg, so Lauren wasn't able to turn in and stack.
Yeah, great work.
And then, yep,
And we will see her
fantastic
in the
finish.
final, and let's find out who she's going to be competing against. It will be Kiara Melendez up against Gianna Cruz. Gianna Cruz, the surprising 7
Mhm.
seed, up against the 3 seed, Kiara Melendez. Gianna in the purple, Kiara in the all black. And we kick it to the circle, and we are underway. 8 minutes to work here. Winner advances to the final against Randy Miley. And like we were saying, Kiara's going to come out. She's going to come out aggressive.
I mean, both ladies were really aggressive in the stand-up game.
And what you can always count on Kiara at a black hole, she's going to come with a actively engaged coach.
Yep. You can usually hear him over everyone else.
Yeah, absolutely. And on the flip side, Gianna Caruse brought home photographer. Good work there from Caruse. Looking to pass that leg through.
Yep. Almost passed. Just got her foot stuck in there.
Yep. Kiara did a good job at that last second there, trapping the foot.
So she's got some time to work, less than 7 minutes. There we go. She finally gets that foot all the way through. She waited for the perfect time to move. Now she's trying to go to a knee on belly. Great guard recovery by Kiara.
And we're
there.
back to our feet. Nice heavy snap work.
Ooh.
Nice slide by attempt.
I just love to see the wrestling that
Yep.
the women have now. You can see that a lot of women have been working on their stand-up game. They're not just guard pullers.
Yep.
Ooh,
One of the fastest
nice.
growing sports that we have going in women's wrestling.
Yep.
And that's only a good thing for the sport of women's MMA.
Exactly. So I'm trying to give back to the community. I'm going to be an assistant wrestling coach at one of my local high schools this season. So I love to see there's more women trying out the sport.
And Josh will help stead the Raritan women's wrestling team. We got some active coaching in the corner here. Not just
He's not just
using his body.
Yep. He's not going to tell her what to do. He's going to show her what to do as well.
Mid-neck, stop what you're doing. Look at me.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, she's in a good position to look at him.
Yeah. We did see Gianna here in her first match. Ooh. Right. Now that she's out of the closed guard, just looking to smash those legs a little bit, almost trying to get a knee ride, but Kiara's trying to flare out that knee to prevent that pass. Ooh, almost nice little flying knee cut through there.
That was a nice pass there.
Now it's going to be hard to go into mount. Oh, Kiara's using great use of the wall.
Great wall work. Up, Gianna looking for the back.
Oh,
nice transitions.
Got the body
is not playing
triangle.
around. She gets the body triangle too. This is dangerous for Kiara. Less than 4 minutes left.
Yeah, she's got a lot of time to work here with that body triangle. I mean, they're close to the edge. Kiara's coach is calling for her to get her shoulders to the mat.
Cruz is doing a great job of preventing her from going to the mat there.
Yeah, especially when she has that underhook with the wrist control there. That's really hard for someone to get their shoulders still to the mat.
Kiara looking to slide down. She definitely created a little space. Cruz does a great job regathering it as I say that. Just about 3 minutes left here. We are still in bounds. And this will be a dominant position as it stands. Oh, she got her shoulders out. Full mounts in.
Yep.
We're still in bounds, though.
Still in bounds. She
The
switches into
hand's still
mounts.
floating in there.
Yep. All right, this is where we saw Gianna shine in her first match too. She was very dominant in this mount position. She was very patient.
And she's been methodically working for the past few minutes here to get to the spot.
Yeah, she does a great job of isolating arms, trying to get the arms above the head.
Push. Turn right hard. And frame it on that knee with your elbow. Yeah. Yeah. Now turn hard. Right. Up and down, please.
All right. Looks like maybe a possible back take by Gianna here. I mean, she's staying heavy. She's trying to get underneath Kiara's arms. All right. Doesn't have the hook in, but she still has hip control. Oh, she's
that's
under the
deep.
neck. That's tight. Oh,
And
we got
that's
a
the
tap.
Gianna Cruz drops the hammer, and your 7th seed advances to the finals. Folks at home, I don't know who had it drawn on their brackets, but if you did, send it in. We got the 5 seed versus the 7 seed in the final. Randy Miley versus Gianna Cruz in our Grand Prix final. Both made their HCS debut today. Both followed it up with another impressive performance. They'll meet in the finals with $1,000 of cash on the line. Before we hand it over to our 3rd place team matchup, let me talk to you about some upcoming events. We have HCS 30. HCS 30 coming up on November 9th. That is our amateur invitational and our pro team duels. That amateur invitational, you're guaranteed at least 2 matches, and it is a great opportunity to get not only experience on the mat, but points towards your HCS record. So join us there if you're interested. Our pro team duels will be an electric event as always. And then after that, in December, we have HCS 31, our amateur team playoff. We've worked all year to get to this point. We'll be back here at Precision in the barracks for our amateur team playoff. It'd be a can't miss opportunity, electric event. Make sure you are there. But with that, we will kick it over to our 3rd place team matchup. It will be Pure MMA up against Grappling Galaxy. Pure MMA versus Grappling Galaxy. And what's nice is Amanda Jordan back in the booth. It looks like we have an opportunity for your girl to get an even weight matchup.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for her. Honestly, this could have been a better day and work out better for her. So I'm excited to see Joey back out there and even team Galaxy Grappling.
We're going to have Amy Lynn Camilli for Grappling Galaxy going out first.
Brianna. Okay. Amy Lynn versus Brianna.
Grappling. Here. All right, we got Amy Lynn
Here we
Camilli
go.
in the brown and pink up against Brianna Gonzalez in the pure green.
Amy Lynn goes for a lat drop. Beautiful
Not
lat drop.
yet.
Now she's working the pass.
Great take there for Amy Lynn.
Brianna has a butterfly hook, and she's starting to elevate Amy Lynn, but Amy Lynn's doing a good job keeping her hips pretty heavy here to work the pass to the north-south. And Brianna's going to get the closed guard here. So she's starting to break Amy Lynn's posture down, but Amy Lynn's working to get her hands inside to break the posture to work back to her feet. Brianna has a body lock here. Only thing with the body lock, especially from closed guard, that's kind of like in my opinion, a little bit of a holding position because obviously to set up an armbar triangle, you got to open that guard up. She's trying to keep Amy Lynn's posture down. Amy Lynn is framing and starting to work back to her feet here. Brianna pulls Amy Lynn back in. Amy Lynn is pushing to make space so she can start to work back up. Amy Lynn's up on one leg. Brianna might be standing up in Ezekiel. I can't really see from this position right here, but she's holding Amy Lynn's head pretty heavily. Amy Lynn's posting in the armpits, and she's back to her feet here. She's trying to isolate an arm. She looks like she might be trying to throw up the arm bar, but I think Amy Lynn's going to explode out of here. She's stacking her up. Amy Lynn's picking an angle here.
Amy Lynn, most
Nice.
with
She's
a
out.
Nice escape there. Amy Lynn with some of the most experience of the women competing today inside the circle,
Yes.
or I guess inside the square today.
Yeah, square today. Amy Lynn has her leg trap. Brianna's doing a good job trying to elevate, but Amy Lynn's heavy on the front head right here. On the neck, not front head. Amy Lynn's going to look to cut through, and
She's got to be careful with that underhook.
right to mount. She's right to mount.
Pressure on the shoulder from Brianna trying to bump her over.
Looks like Amy Lynn's working to get the back. She's got both hooks in, and she's flattening Brianna
That was a good
out.
extension from Amy Lynn there, because Brianna had the opportunity. She was able to get on her toes a little bit. She could have bumped her over.
Yes.
But
Amy
good
Lynn has
recovery
her
from
pretty
Amy Lynn.
flat. Amy Lynn's finger walking to get that arm across to isolate that arm. Amy Lynn
Good top pressure.
has good top pressure, yes. Brianna's trying to bump to escape here. Brianna's bridging. Amy Lynn's staying heavy here to try to isolate that arm. Good pass.
Nice.
I think they're going to reset them. They're kind of a little bit out of bounds.
That hair is still hovering over. Foot still in.
Amy Lynn heavy on the front head. Yeah, Amy Lynn's legs are still in here, so they're not out like that.
Nice single.
Amy Lynn's sitting back for the
That
Peruvian,
foot's still in.
but she got here. No, she's going for the guillotine.
Nothing's in.
We got a
here,
toe
I
in.
think.
We got a toe in still. They're still in bounds. There's a foot in. Amy Lynn's ripping that squeeze and she's
And we
out.
go out. Steps out bounds. Nothing in there. We're going to start back on our feet. And we are back underway.
I think Amy Lynn's going to hit another lat drop. Yep, here she is setting it up. Bree's fighting for that inside position because she don't want to get tossed again.
And now the thing is, with England pushing forward there in the lat drop, if you're Brianna and you have a lat drop, that's what you want to be.
Yes.
You want to be getting pushed into. 2.5 minutes to go.
Good hand fighting from these ladies.
Oh, I just realized
Brianna
Amy
trying to-
Lynn's wearing donuts on her.
Yeah.
Start. Nice.
Here she goes. She goes for a lat drop and she hits it again.
Oh,
Beautiful. Oh,
Brianna,
Brianna
legs
said
up right
no.
away.
Amy Lynn was aware of that though. She's going to set up the Kimura grip.
Isolating the arms.
She's trying to break that grip. She's heavy on Brianna's head here. Brianna's trying to wrestle up here. But Amy Lynn looking to set up a crucifix right now. Circle to the back. Brianna,
Steps over. Looking for her hooks.
yes. She
That's
got
one.
Making space for the other one.
And if both hooks go in before they go out, that would be a dominant position. She does need another hook.
It's almost in. It's almost in. She's a little high, so she's coming back.
Close.
They're still in bounds right now. Amy Lynn readjusting here. There's that Kimura grip on that arm. She's using that to pull herself back up to try and get that hook inside.
Minute and a half left. Minute and a half.
They're working back into bounds. Amy Lynn has a really tight Kimura bite on this right here. Brianna's doing a good job keeping her hands super connected and controlling Amy Lynn's bottom leg. But Amy Lynn's working to elevate her now. She's got that butterfly hook in. Oh, nope. She's bringing that leg back over to try and break that grip here. She frees her leg, and Brianna sits
Good
out
work
and
there
gets
from
it.
Brianna.
Amy Lynn
1
has
minute left.
she's got her knees inside right here. So Brianna doesn't have a pass yet. She's working the south. She's working the north-south. Side control. Less than a
You don't
minute.
have to duck here. You duck over there. Keep going.
Brianna, heavy pressure here, but there's about 42 seconds left. Amy Lynn's working to get those knees back inside. Use her frames, make space. Nice. Amy Lynn was able to get her guard back. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. Amy Lynn stays on bottom, trying to bring that leg inside.
$20 seconds left in our opening
20
period here.
seconds. high. I can't really see what she's got here.
Short time.
5 seconds. 1.
Amy
Overtime.
Lynn survives that late flurry from Brianna as we will go to overtime. And you can tell both of them are looking to get avenge that loss from their first round matchups. Where
Absolutely.
They both lost. They want that win desperately for their teams.
Absolutely.
And they're laying everything out there. I'm not sure. Oh,
So Amy
all
Lynn's
right.
going to go with the arm now.
Amy Lynn on offense first on the arm. And we've seen a lot of people on the arm today.
Okay, got it.
Well, we've seen more people choose the arm than normal. Brianna looking to stack. And this is the danger zone. This is typically either a submission or a quick escape.
Amy Lynn's working to break that grip. I think she's got it. Brianna is trying to drop her hips, but Amy Lynn is breaking that grip.
And she's doing a great job of preventing her from dropping her weight.
She's got it.
Oh, that's a nice
got
that's
the
a tap.
tap.
That's a tap. Amy Lynn Camilli finds the armbar submission there.
So now
sets
Brianna,
herself up beautifully in this second EBI as the worst case scenario for her is going to the next overtime.
yes,
She can't lose
absolutely.
here at this point because she got her sub. That could be 2 points for her team as well, which would be big.
Yes.
She doesn't have to escape, which could change the vibes here.
Yep.
She just needs to survive.
So Brianna needs the tap for them to go to
Brianna
the
needs
next
the tap
overtime.
to extend it. Amy Lynn just needs to survive. Obviously, getting out helped her survive earlier, but she doesn't have to.
She's got 1 minute.
Get out.
1 minute to get out of this or just survive.
She's looking to shake.
She's stacking pretty heavily. I don't know if Brianna's going to be able to get her back to her back.
Rolls through.
Rolls through, back to back,
Oh.
up. Amy Lynn's still locked in. She's still got her grips. Brianna's really trying to break this grip, but Amy Lynn is out.
And she separates. And Amy Lynn Camilli drops the hammer. Winner by armbar submission in overtime. And that's 2 points.
2
For
points.
Grappling Galaxy as they take the 2-0 lead after
Nice.
our first matchup here in our third place bout.
Here we go. Nice win by Amy Lynn. Good arm bar.
Precision, Pure will be setting out first here. We have Molly McCormick for Pure. Oh yeah. It will be Molly McCormick up against Aaron Orange in our second matchup here. Obviously, we have a size advantage.
So I don't know if
Aaron's
people
about
know.
90 up.
Erin has wrestled her entire life growing up.
Okay.
She has wrestled with Max Livingston. Max is another Division I wrestler sitting across the side. He's been helping Coach Joey.
Okay.
He grew up wrestling with Erin. He was like, Erin, he saw her here today. He's like, she's going to give everyone a run for her money. So she's definitely had a wild match with Chrissy. She got some redemption after getting sick. But
Hell of a match
here we
between her and
go.
Chrissy. We go out of bounds.
Molly putting in some scrappiness.
And yeah, if you weigh in at 135 and you tell your coach put me at the absolute, that means you're game and you're ready and you're gonna bring it.
Absolutely. Nice fake from Molly here. Nice underhook by Erin. Molly was aware of that. It was nice for her to circle back in. Molly trying to circle to the back. Erin
Nice
gets
takedown attempt, but great recovery from Molly right away.
Molly's trying to keep that 2-on-1 grip on her hand.
And
Molly's keeping Erin's keeping the pressure here.
Aaron's had obviously some time since her last match, but she left it all out there.
Yeah.
So it's also going to be interesting to see how much she was able to recover in between.
Yeah, she got her redemption for sure. She got her second win. Some fluids in her after getting sick, and she's ready to go right now. Molly's got a really tight shoulder clamp going right now, and it looks like Erin's trying to get a double under here. Molly with the closed guard. Molly trying to keep Aaron's posture down. Aaron's doing a good job keeping her posture up. But we got to get Aaron to get to her feet to get out of this. And Molly should start to work the isolated arm.
4 minutes.
First action hold. Aaron back to her feet. Aaron
Jillian
trying to
employing
stack
Aaron
Molly
to
all the way
pass from her
through.
feet.
Molly's doing a good job not letting herself get rolled over to Turtle. She is not accepting the stack right now. She was able to shoulder walk back. But Aaron's going for this double underpass.
And there's the
And she's going to get the pass.
Aaron driving.
Aaron driving. Aaron just pushed her all the way out. Molly's tough, man. Molly's not accepting any position from Aaron.
Molly's absolutely game, ready to bring it.
Back on the feet.
I want to see Aaron get back to that takedown because when she set it up, it worked beautifully.
Yeah, it was great. Molly's wearing this though to circle back inside so she doesn't get tossed. She's doing a really good job with that. Aaron with the over tie.
Nope.
Aaron,
You can tell the moment
good
Molly
Uchi
stepped there,
from
that might have
Aaron.
been a not great idea. But she's so quick to scramble off her back. And an impressive guard.
Yeah. Z screaming some crazy stuff yet again. She's yelling at Aaron, but she said Aaron likes that. Aaron working back to her feet. Molly's working.
Don't worry,
to
I
keep her
got you
posture
at home.
down.
I got our ref out the way.
Got to watch the dead orchard here. Molly trying to get a high guard. Back to her feet. She's starting to stack. Molly again, putting that pressure on.
Oh,
Aaron's
Aaron
going to
looks to
sit
stick
back
to
to
the
the
leg.
straight ankle.
And there's the top.
She gets the
Aaron
tap.
Orange explodes out of nowhere and drops the hammer. Aaron Orange, your winner by submission.
3
That's
points.
3 points for
3
Grappling
points.
Galaxy. That's a 5-0 lead.
5-0 Guardian.
Pure
Galaxy.
MMA is going to have
Galaxy.
to come back starting now. There's no time to wait at this point, down 5-0. Impressive comeback performance from Aaron there. Bouncing back from a really hard-fought, tough one there.
We got Sam. Back up. And then
All right.
we
We got
Sydney.
We have Sam Mueller for Grappling Galaxy up against Sydney Madison for Pure MMA.
Here we go.
Sam in the purple, Sydney in the pure or green. Sam last time up, had a tough one. Nicole Matthews, no joke. But Sam Mueller showing she's not either.
Sam working she's working for that arm bar. I can already tell, but she's got her arm stuck. Oh, she's out. She's taking her time to set this up. She's got the Kimura grip. She's heavy on Sydney's head right now. Sam's being really patient, trying to break this grip right now. Sydney's trying to work back to her knees. Sam has that Kimura grip pretty locked in, and she's staying heavy here. And she's going for that arm bar. Super aggressive. Has a figure 4 lock over Sydney's lock. Sydney's really working to keep her grips here. And she gets it.
And
Wow.
there's the top.
Sam.
Sam Mueller drops the hammer for Grappling Galaxy, winner by submission. That's an 8-0 lead for Grappling Galaxy. That means they are your third place finishers. Third place for Grappling Galaxy as Sam Mueller drops the hammer.
What? There we go. Yeah.
And there it is, folks. The most anticipated matchup of the day, some are saying.
Yeah.
We have Ellie Enright up against Joey Gaffin.
Let's go. Oh,
And we are aggressive out the gate.
these girls are the smallest girls in this building. We got a 103 and a 105er.
The coach asking Jody to take her time, and I don't know if the coach knows Joey because she
Yeah.
doesn't take her time.
Oh, we know Joey. We know Joey. We know Joey.
This is her fourth, right?
fourth match of the
fourth
day,
match of the
and
day.
she is coming to get all redemption.
And
She's
folks,
been just putting it out there.
Fourth match of the day, and we are not in a tournament.
No.
She's just stepping up. Joey Joey's got the arm. Ellie
back
does a
in.
good job scrambling out.
She's circling back in.
Nope.
She's
Triangle's
setting
there.
up a triangle. Joey
To the
Gaffin.
arm. And that's the top. Joey Gaffin drops the hammer. Joey Gaffin drops the hammer. Gets her first win on the day. A game competitor
Joey,
steps up.
MVP.
and
Joey
puts
is
one-
MVP.
Puts one up for her team. Great stuff there. As we will have Ashley
This is going to be a good
Marble
match.
up against Z Walker.
Oh,
What a transition.
oh my goodness.
And Grappling Galaxy's feeling it.
Ashley didn't accept that though. That was a beautiful attack by Z. Beautiful
Z came
attack.
out real aggressive, and Ashley was able to fight that
Yeah.
off well.
Good awareness from Ashley. Ashley's aggressive. She had a wild match too, her first match. So she's coming back too. She's coming back hard. Z working to come up. Z's trying to isolate an arm. I see her trying to set up an arm bar here. Ashley's pretty aware of that though. She's keeping her elbows pretty tight here. Trying to keep a good base to try to get out of here. But Z's doing a good job keeping her locked in. And she's now on the guillotine. Good bump sweep, Z. And she's going to lock her hands. Ashley's fighting the hands. Z's staying heavy here. Ashley fighting those hands pretty good. Z's trying to connect her hands to get the finish of the guillotine.
All
right. Z might look to try to take the back again
Ashley's doing
here.
a good job of staying tight.
Ashley's doing big bridges
Looking
to get
bump-
out of
looking to
here.
bump her off.
Bumps are good. Z's just doing a good job staying heavy and following Ashley's hips here. Ashley is nonstop moving. She's doing a good job really, really fighting out of here. Z is doing an amazing job with her pressure on top. Z is heavy. She's going for the Ezekiel. She's going for the Ezekiel. Ashley trying to make space here. Trying to make space here.
Just about 4 minutes to go here.
Z's doing such a good job with her top pressure here, but
Yeah.
Ashley's not just settling here.
No.
She's doing big bridges.
She's staying active.
She's
this
doing
whole time.
everything right. She just
Z's
got to
just
keep
doing great
going.
at keeping her weight low.
Flex the biceps here. Try and get bicep deep on one side, flexing the other. Hold your
Big
core.
bridge
Yeah,
from
good
Ashley.
transition there from Ashley. Oh,
Z's working
Z-
back to
Z
mount.
bumping her back over.
Z's working back to mount.
Great. That was impressive from Z.
Z was aware. Z's still staying heavy. She's staying on top here. Ashley is still working to get out. Ashley's got really good frames and she's doing a good job, but she's just got to push on the hips a little bit more to make space for her legs to come inside.
Jillian was saying earlier in the booth she's a fan of this mother.
What do they call that? Mother's milk?
We had our first mother's milk in our last
Z
our last
setting up
card.
the arm bar here. Ashley's trying to turn in to keep his elbows tight. Good
Ashley
awareness
does
from
it, yeah.
Ashley.
Great defense from Ashley here.
Z is strong. I
Yes.
have trained with Z many times, and she's strong. Look at that shoulder punch. Same thing. Ashley's not letting her extend.
And you can tell someone's really strong when you can notice it in their grapple.
Yes, absolutely. She's doing a good job trying to get that shoulder clench to isolate that arm. Good awareness from Ashley. Ashley keeping her posture up. Z trying to keep her down to set up something here. And good
And Z bumps her
reversal
back
from
over.
Z. Right to mount.
Great transition from Z in this match.
Z in style with the hot pink and the baby
Mhm.
blue. Z brought cookies for everybody here today. Gluten-free, by the way.
Wow. How considerate.
She's a gem. She's heavy here again. Ashley's slowing down her movement a little bit, but honestly, it must be exhausting because Z's kind of just wearing her out here. But Ashley, oh, she's back to moving. She's moving here. She doesn't want to stay here at all. We got less than 2 minutes here, a minute and 40 seconds. And Z's climbing high. She's working the S mount here. I think she's trying to get either an arm bar. She's staying heavy. Her corner's calling for a punch choke, which I don't really see much of that in the no-gi, but I like the attempt because it's forcing Ashley to maybe
I
extend.
don't know if we can put it on the full corner. One coach is calling for it, the rest are laughing at
Yeah,
him. So.
yeah, true. Good point. Ashley's still bumping. Big bumps from Ashley.
He
Z
would have felt really
working.
cool if it happened, though.
Yeah, right. Punch choke. Yeah. We got a minute. Z is high on this mount. Ashley bumping, constantly bumping. Z is high. Z is very high mount under both arms. Really trying to isolate an arm, but Ashley's keeping everything super, super tight here.
45 seconds, Dave.
Z, I think she's going to set up the arm. I see her starting to isolate one arm here. Oh, good explosion from Ashley.
Out the back.
Oh, Z's got a Kimura.
15
grip.
seconds.
Z's got a Kimura. She's going to get it. She's going to break that grip. She's going to break that grip. She's coming up. There's 8 seconds left.
Short time.
Is she going to get it? Come on. Let's see it. Ashley is a
Ashley
dog.
doing a great job scrambling through there.
Wow.
As we will go to overtime. Great flurry and scramble to end that opening period. Big breaths from the both of them there as we separate.
Come on, Z. These girls are tough.
Z will take the arm here in our first overtime.
She's really going to have to work to break Ashley's grip. Ashley's
Ashley's been hanging on
strong,
tight.
too. We
But
got
at
two
some point,
super
that
strong.
grip's going to fade a little, right, from how hard you have to hang on.
Absolutely. She's working the stack, but Z's not allowing the stack to
Oh,
happen.
there's the separation there. It's the tap.
And she gets the tap.
Z finds that sub here in our opening EBI. Set yourself up again beautifully for her EBI. It'll be up. Time does not matter. Ashley has to find the sub to extend this.
Again, Ashley's another strong. These are two really, really strong girls. You could tell. So Z she's going to have to really work to break Z's grip here. She needs the submission. If not, Team Galaxy wins.
And we are underway. Ashley going to try to find that arm. Z's looking to stack.
Z's on her feet. She's stacking. Ashley's going to roll through here. We got to be careful here. She's got to start
Z
to work
hanging
to
on
her
that 5
feet.
step. Oh, the grip's broken there.
Yep. Z is on the back of the leg, though. Oh, my goodness. Z is tough. The grip is broken, but Z's doing a good
This
job
is close.
creating a wedge
This
in
is
there.
close both ways.
She's doing a good job creating a wedge,
And that's
and she's out.
Z Walker drops the hammer as Grappling Galaxy gets another
is
submission,
crazy.
another win. That's the second most points
Y'all, if you don't know Zendaya,
team duel history.
Yeah.
13-0 victory for Grappling Galaxy.
If you
As
could-
they will be your third place finisher.
yeah.
Joey. You can call it the bat. You
MVP.
Savvy Fit Soap slogan. You can call it the Badass of the Day award or something.
MVP.
And that will be Joey Gaffin winning the Badass of the Day, the MVP of the day, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
She steps inside the circle 4 times in one day, finishes it off with a submission. She'll be taking home your Savvy Fit Soap Magic Lotion, I believe. I don't recall. Yeah, it's Magic Lotion by Savvy Fit Soap. Savvy Fit Soap's really friggin' natural.
Badass
All
of
of
the
your
day.
soap, lotion, candle, whatever you want, Savvy Fit Soap's got it. And with that, we will move on to our women's team final. It will be the favorites, the Dodgers of HCS grappling, Ultraviolence, up against the home team, the crowd favorite, Precision Jiu-Jitsu. We're all excited for this. It's one of the marquee events that we do here. Ultraviolence up against Precision. Dana Christensen will be out first for Ultraviolence. You know,
Yeah.
It'll be Dana Christensen up against
Megan.
Up against Megan
No,
Asbury.
Jacqueline. I'm sorry, Jacqueline Russo.
Sorry, up against Jacqueline Russo of Precision. Dana Christensen in the all black, Jacqueline Russo in the Precision white. And I think Precision's best way of winning is getting this crowd involved. Getting maybe an early win here out of Jacqueline. Really
Absolutely.
set the momentum, get their fans up and get in the heads of Ultraviolence, because I think they're going to have to bring on the pressure.
Absolutely, I agree.
I also think it's one of those situations, if you're Precision, you go out there and you let it fly.
Yes. Go.
What's the point of holding back?
Touch and go. Just go for it. Full send, honestly. Jacqueline has a good bite on Dana's front head, but Dana has that leg and going for the takedown.
We're close to the border here, but we're using the wall. Jacqueline's around the neck. She's squeezing.
Oh.
Dana pops her head.
That was tight. That for sure was tight.
But that's
Dana
what I'm
was
talking
able to
about, the
bust
crowd
that
there.
up.
That pop there, just from being close to a submission, is what this team's going to need. You got the hometown heroes versus the heavy favorites. I mean, it's a classic underdog story. It's what you want.
Absolutely. They're not going to go down without a fight for sure. This is their home turf. They're coming to fight. They're throwing everything they got.
Yeah,
at Team
you
Ultraviolence.
don't invite competitors into your gym unless you're confident you're going to take them out.
Absolutely. Dana's working them out here. Jacqueline's really working to keep those frames and not allow it. They're on the cusp of going out of bounds, but we're kind of letting it happen right now. We got their legs still inside. Jacqueline's getting her knees inside. They're going to reset the center.
I'm back at it. A little under 4 minutes to go.
Back to center. Dana with this heavy tie clinch right here. Jacqueline kind of has an overtie on the one arm. Dana trying to push her back to the wall, it seems. Yeah, she does. She gets her right back to the wall here. And she's going to pull guard. Jacqueline has a knee inside. Dana looking to pull that arm across, get under the legs. Looks like she's going to try to get the K guard here. Jacqueline's working the flatten around. Dana was able to get. Oh, Dana's going for a flower sweep here. Dana's trying to isolate her. She really likes this 2-on-1 grip, and she seems pretty strong with it. Jacqueline's doing a good job trying to keep everything in the center. Jacqueline's got to be watch out for this triangle right here. Beautiful sweep by Dana. Beautiful sweep by Dana. Dana is in mount right now. She's putting that pressure on. Jacqueline's keeping her elbows tight, trying to get her frames to bring her knees inside. Dana is smashing right now. Jacqueline's doing a good job keeping everything tight and moving, trying to get those knees back inside. Dana finger walking, the arm across. Jacqueline using her frames to try to sweep that and come up. She's got to be careful of the arm bar right here, though. She's kind of leaving herself really open, and she gave her back up here. So Dana's taking the back off of that. Jacqueline working to really get her back flat to the mat. Dana is glued to the back of her. Dana fixed her head position. Now she's right underneath Jacqueline's head. She's got the body triangle on. So now it's just hand fighting from here. And Jacqueline's doing a good job hand fighting and working to try to clear the body triangle. Dana locking in. Dana locking in a choke. She gets a tap.
Drops the hammer winner by submission. And she takes an early 3-0 lead for Ultra Violence. Dana Christensen, second match, second submission, hell of a day for her. That was a great scramble, great back and forth, but she was able to pull it off. Ultra Violence sent first there, so Precision will be sending here.
Megan. We got Megan.
We've got Megan Asbury for Precision up again.
Michelle. Megan versus Michelle. Yeah, we're good.
We got Michelle Estrada for Ultra Violence. Last time out, we saw Michelle Estrada come out with a fury, with a very quick submission. And she's on the attack again early here.
Beautiful knee cut by Michelle. She's really flattening Megan out here. Heavy pop pressure. She comes from Essential, which is JT Torres' school, and they're all about pressure passing. And yeah, Michelle is working to mount here. Michelle's trying to isolate an arm now with that pressure. Megan's trying to get her frames in to possibly either reverse the position, but Michelle is starting to isolate that arm. She's finger walking. Michelle's like still kind of caught in this half guard though here. She's using her other foot to peel that leg free. Michelle heavy with that pressure. Still working to clear that foot. Actually trying to isolate an arm. Megan's on her side, but Michelle is dropping her hips heavy in that pressure. Michelle was able to clear her foot. I can't really see. Refs in the way.
A lot of heavy top pressure here from Michelle.
Michelle looking to take the back here. Megan looks like
very slyly working her way over.
Yeah. Megan's really keeping everything tight, trying to get to her knees to maybe go out the back door, but Michelle is high and heavy right now. Michelle's got both hooks in and still has her body. She's like kind of has her little sideways here. All right, both hooks are in. Michelle heavy with this pressure, trying to lift the elbows to get her knee underneath of there. Megan trying to do a big bridge. Michelle staying on top of her. She's not giving her any space to do anything. She has to get frat. Looks like Michelle has a Kimura grip on the arm. She's high. She's keeping that pressure. She has a really tight gift wrap right now. He's got Megan pretty flat with her heels underneath. Megan's trying to isolate an arm to scoop that leg in. Megan, I'm sorry. Michelle's going to chair sit, takes the back. Both
that was
hooks
a
in.
very smooth back take.
Michelle is around the neck, but she's got to get her other hand free.
This is dangerous.
Megan's doing a good job. Good job hand fighting here.
Stepping over those legs.
Yeah, she's trying to get the ankle lock here, which that doesn't feel good. So Michelle's got to be aware of that and kind of respect that a little bit. Michelle going for the short choke here. She's going for the short choke. She's trying to flatten her out here.
This is a dangerous spot.
This does not feel good. Michelle really heavy on this pressure, but Megan's still hand fighting. Good move, Megan. That's good. Better to be on your back than belly down. Michelle's still
Megan
hand
showed
fighting.
a lot of great fight here. Oh, that adjustment got deeper.
She's fighting those hands. She's fighting those hands. Good.
Megan found some room there.
Yep, she's starting to work to get her back to the mat. Michelle's trying to stay super glued to her back.
Great hand fight from Megan here.
Absolutely. We got less
She's
than 2
staying
minutes.
very calm.
Megan has a lot of fight left in her, and she's fighting here. Michelle's trying to stay
Minute
connected.
and a half left. Minute 30 to go.
Megan does a big bridge in.
Good follow there by Michelle, but Megan with a great bump. Minute to go.
Michelle's getting a little
Get on
high
your
here.
toes.
Michelle's gonna go. She gets back.
Just astounding pressure from Michelle.
Michelle is
Her hips,
heavy.
She is just keeping her hips in perfect position.
She's setting up the arm bar. Megan's hands are connected, but Michelle's trying to extend her to break the grip here. They have less
That's
than a
dangerous
minute,
too.
40 seconds left. Let's see. Michelle's going to try to
Oh
sweep
my
her over.
goodness gracious, Michelle's on fire.
Good transitions by Michelle.
We're in
Michelle.
EBI.
Oh, no. She got the grip rope. She got the grip rope. We got less than 30 seconds.
Megan has the heart of a champion.
The crowd is going.
The crowd's in
20
it.
seconds. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. 15.
Oh,
Oh
she's
my
still
God. Wow. Megan. Oh my
Wow.
God.
Megan Asbury survives an onslaught from Michelle Estrada as we go to overtime. I do not know how she didn't tap that.
Oh my God. And you know what? Michelle's no joke. Michelle's like a multiple time world champion, you know?
And we're going to see Megan on offense in a dominant
Yeah,
position now.
absolutely.
That could change everything.
I'll tell you what, as soon as Megan got out, she went for the leg right
Absolutely.
away. So
she,
you know what?
She didn't care how much time was on the
She's-
clock, so.
Yeah, she's ready for offense. That last couple seconds, as soon as she got out, she was on the
And we're
attack.
underway.
Here she
Megan
go.
Asbury on the back.
Megan trying to stay connected, ear to ear. Her coach is calling for.
Michelle's already cleared a leg, it looks like.
Michelle has one hook out.
And that's to her back.
Wait.
And that's the escape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought,
just out of the position.
okay,
yeah.
I gotcha. I thought if you have arm across, gotcha.
Yep.
All right, but Michelle escaped. Michelle's out.
Michelle's going to take the arm here. Listen, we saw her get here, so obviously
Yeah.
she likes the position. We'll see if Megan can do some Houdini magic again. And we're underway. And Michelle attacking that arm.
Big bridge by Megan. Michelle's got to be patient here. Really work to break that grip here. Michelle's strong. Megan's tough though. Megan,
Mm-hmm.
she's not just gonna let
Another
it happen
dangerous
here.
spot.
Yeah.
And there's the tap.
She gets the tap.
Megan Asbury has the heart of a champion.
Oh
Hangs
my
on
God.
for as long as she could. But Michelle Estrada drops the hammer in overtime. Your winner by submission, Michelle Estrada,
Hell yeah.
as Ultraviolence takes a 5-0 lead. And they will be sending here, and Nicole's already stepping up.
Wow. Megan's a dog. Congrats, Michelle. Beautiful. Here's Jillian.
Megan Asbury is definitely pulling some Houdini tricks out of her bag there, but Michelle Estrada ultimately finds the victor. It will be Nicole Matthew. Chrissy, this is Chrissy, right?
Yes, we got
Nicole
Chrissy
Matthew
Briggs.
versus Chrissy Briggs. And you know what I love
Ooh.
to see? Nicole Matthew steps up. She could be intimidating some. Chrissy popped up and said, let me at it.
Yeah, I mean, both are high-level black belt active competitors.
Nicole on her back right away.
Ooh.
That was so smooth.
Yeah, it looked like Chrissy was trying to pull a little bit, but Nicole was like, nah, I'm just going to take your back instead. All right, Chrissy's trying to get her shoulder blades to the mat. Once she gets here, this is where she's going to try and turn in, but Nicole just pressures heavy right into mounts.
Nice bump over from Prissy.
Oh, we got Nicole switching for an armbar here. Ooh, Chrissy's trying to stack. All right.
It's a dangerous spot. And she gets out
nice
there. Nice
escape.
escape. 5 minutes to go. And we know Chris is up for the challenge. She was the last to go for her team in the first round and walked off, got the win for the team. So you know she's up for the challenge.
Come on. Hands up.
For those of you at home, don't worry, you have a great view of Kyle.
Big shots. Double chin.
Ref's got to be right in there.
Gotta be. Chrissy has to pull
All right.
up against the wall.
Yeah.
Shoots to the double.
Oh, she's got a double leg in there.
Around the waist.
Yeah,
up
she's trying to
against
get
the
to
wall.
that body lock position.
Nicole with the
Ooh.
double unders. Chrissy with the jump to guard. You can see her laughing underneath there. Maybe realizing maybe wasn't the greatest move, but she's on top.
Oh, yeah, Nicole's gonna go for another armbar. The problem is Chrissy's gonna want to step over, but you got the wall is in the way a little bit. Oh, she's going for a leg.
A hush falls over the crowd as we are walked into Chrissy on Nicole Matthews' leg.
Yeah, so Nicole's gonna try and sprawl her leg back a little bit. Oh,
Pushes away. And we're back on our feet. Great work from both.
Start working that.
3 minutes left here.
All right, Nicole's on the head here in a front headlock position. Chrissy's just trying to.
Around the neck.
Oh,
She jumps Gilly.
yeah, she's going for the guillotine here. Chrissy's trying to fight the hands. Oh,
Nice
but she's
escape.
gonna switch to
And
a
what
Kimura
happens often when
instead.
people jump Gilly? They lose it.
Yeah, Nicole does a really good job
Don't
at
be silly, jump
chaining
the Gilly.
attacks, though.
Shout out Dustin Poirier.
I mean, they got a wall right there. They were just feeling it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I'm pro doing it.
Ooh.
What a bump.
Yeah, nice little flower sweep here. I mean, Nicole still got an overhook on that arm. If Christy puts her
And
head
she
back, there's
steps
going to be an
over.
arm bar here.
Yeah, that. Oh, that's getting dangerous.
Oh,
Because he's doing a good job of remaining compact for now.
yeah. So Nicole's in this like Choi bar position. She's going to try and break Chrissy's hand to
2
go for
minutes.
an arm bar.
Chrissy stepping over.
Oh, looks like this was extended.
Chrissy
Oh,
hanging on.
yeah. Chrissy's trying to pull that arm back in. Oh.
Nicole just remains so calm in any position.
Mm-hmm.
Minute 30. And if you were looking for high-level grappling,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
turned into the stream today, I cannot tell you how much we have delivered.
And this match right here, honestly, I'm really glad that these two are going against each other.
Mhm.
I mean, this could be a main event in itself.
Absolutely. Yeah, if the Grand Prix finals a different weight class today, there's a very strong chance these two will meet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Nicole, she's gonna try and roll through, maybe get down to the leg here. She's got a little scoop grip underneath the knee, trying to work her way into the saddle, but Chrissy's got her legs triangled. Nicole's gonna try and break that triangle lock. We got 45 seconds left in regulation here. Oh, she's on a straight ankle. I know
That
Nicole
looks
has
tight.
got a tight, wicked straight ankle.
You can see the grimace on Chrissy's face.
Yep.
That she's not comfy.
Yep.
30 seconds.
Chrissy's just trying to hold on to the hands. She's holding on to the grip so that
Not let her
Nicole
extend,
can't. Yeah. Lean back. So again, she's got about 20 seconds left to hold on if she can. Right. Great escape by Chrissy there. Is able to get the foot free. She's just
10 seconds to
triangling.
go. And we roll out of bounds with 7 seconds. 6 seconds on the clock. Another great back and forth. We're seeing some great action here in this final. As we will go to another overtime.
Ooh.
And Chrissy will be taking the arm.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she said back, but
No, she
my
said
hearing's
arm.
not great. And she will start on the arm here. And I love the chess match when you have two people that are looking for any advantage. And we're underway.
All right. Nicole's just chilling here right now. Chrissy still has her leg, so she can't really turn in and stack yet. So she's using her other leg to kind of work to break that grip a little bit. All right. Nicole is trying to stack here. She's got Chrissy up on her shoulders now.
Now she's looking to shake. And there's the pullout.
I mean, sometimes that's what you got to do. If you try and just be slow with pulling your arm out, it gets stuck.
Yep.
So she waited for that right
And
angle
you could tell her
just
set up. She
yanked
sat back, waited, and then when she felt comfortable, that's when she yanked.
Yep.
A nice escape there from Nicole Matthew. A ride out where sub will win. Chrissy Briggs with a big smile on her face has to find a way out in order to extend this.
Love watching Chrissy.
And we're underway.
Chrissy's always smiling.
And that is a body triangle right away for Nicole.
All right, so a sub or a ride out would give Nicole the win.
Now, knowing Nicole, I'm assuming she wouldn't be satisfied with a 1-point win, so I still think she's going to be on the attack here. She got nice double unders.
Yeah. She's switching
And
the body triangle. Yep.
And when Chrissy comes back the other way, it looks like Nicole's going to try to readjust again. That's got to be the window where Chrissy explodes.
Yeah. And I mean, look, Chrissy had a war during the first round as well. So, and then having to face Nicole Matthew in this second round
Your reward for winning those wars, Nicole Matthew, in overtime. 10 seconds. She does got to find a way out here and soon. Chrissy's got to go. Nicole doing a good job keeping her underneath.
Yep. Chris is going to try and turn it. Oh.
And that's an escape for Chrissy Briggs at the buzzer. An escape as we will go to overtime 2. Our ADCC overtime. First to a dominant position will win backside or mount. 3 minutes to work. Underhook for Nicole. Looking to push her against the wall. Head pressure.
Yep.
Looking for a trip. Chrissy good. Oh! Right into the wall. Chrissy with a smile.
Oh. But
it's going to be hard to get to a dominant position against the wall.
Yeah, she's got to work to pass. Oh.
Good job by Chrissy to get to the front head. Nicole looking to climb around.
Yeah, she's got
Chrissy doing a good job finding that leg. Needs 2 boots. She would need 2 boots here.
But she does have one.
That's one. We're close. And that's 2. And that is a dominant position. Woo. And that is a 1-point victory for Nicole Matthew. Nicole Matthew in double overtime over Chrissy Briggs. 1 point, 6-0. Ultra violence. 6-0. That means that Precision needs a sub, back-to-back subs. And if they do that, they would win on tiebreaker because they would have more regulation subs. And this is...
All right, this is Addison Decker against Marissa Pacelli.
Addison Decker in the all-white, Marissa Pacelli in the green. Now it's tall task on Addison. You have to submit
Yeah.
Marissa Pacelli in regulation, but we'll see how it goes.
And I think Addison, she is one of the youngest competitors here today at only 18 years old, I believe.
Wow. You know what? I got to be honest, sometimes when it comes to youth, that's the best thing they can have in this situation.
Oh, Marissa's got that arm.
That is the submission for Marissa Pacelli as she drops the hammer. 2 quick submissions for Marissa Pacelli today as she drops the hammer, winner by armbar. And that is the victory for Ultra Violence. Ultra Violence is your team champion, but don't worry, we got one more to go here. As it will be Sharon Magira
against Blanca.
up against Blanca Zavala. Sharon Magira up against Blanca Zavala as Sharon goes to side. This Ultra Violence team should travel the country together and put on
I will
shows.
say, I mean, a lot of these women, they are pro competitors. Like Sharon, she just won the finishers 155-pound belt last weekend, which was previously held by Marissa Pacelli. So a lot of these women are very highly active on the competition scene and compete a ton. So it looks like Sharon is here on this head and arm choke. Almost out of bounds here. I mean, if she switches off to like an arm bar, she might be completely out of bounds.
And we go out of bounds. We go out of bounds and we will come back to the center, back on our feet.
Yep.
Sharon with pressure right away, underhook right away. Blanca goes for a trip, kind of gets it, but Sharon able to rotate her back, but Blanca finishes that.
Yeah, so Blanca's just going for this heavy scarf pressure. She's got to be careful with that leg hooked. Oh, looks like she's going for a knee bar here. She doesn't quite. Doesn't quite have control of the rest of her
And
leg
Sharon's
here.
legs through.
Oh, Sharon's just trying to go for her own counter straight ankle. Oh, Blanca switching up to a heel hook, but can't quite keep control of it.
Four minutes.
Yeah, a lot of times it's hard to finish that straight ankle position sometimes from that 50-50. All right, so Blanca's trying to get a bite on that heel hook. All right, looks like Blanca's just trying to escape here. Oh, I mean this. Oh, we got a tap.
The tap.
Ooh.
As Sharon Magira drops the hammer, finds another position, and that is a clean sweep on the day for Ultra Violence as they win 14-0 in the first round, followed by a 12-0 championship performance, one of the most dominant team performances we have ever seen. You know what? I'll take that back. The most dominant team performance we've seen here inside the circle. That was absolutely impressive grappling from Ultra Violence. No deserving team champion better than them. They absolutely brought it today. They were the favorites coming in. They showed why, and they lived up to the expectation. A lot of great matchups throughout our team duels today. This crowd was electric for our team duels. You can't ask for much more as we hand them their championship T-shirts. their Savvy Fit Soap award packages. That's right, they're all going home with a 3-pack of Savvy Fit Soap. Savvy Fit Soap, really friggin' natural. And of course, the team championship banner looking real nice out there. Congratulations once again to Team Ultra Violence. Ultra Violence feels fitting for that team name.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely. I will say, as a coach of one of the other teams, when this team was announced, I internally did like a, oh crap.
With strong bounce back performance for third there.
Hey,
You brought it.
hey, Team Galaxy.
Second
at
most
least.
points in team duel history in your third place there.
Proud of my team. Proud of my team. Team Galaxy came out, did its thing. The Team Ultra Violence came out for the win. Very impressive by all these ladies. Stick around. We still have another match to come
Absolutely.
up. We still got.
And speaking of having another match, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've been waiting for. Tonight, under the bright lights of the Hammer Challenge series, where legends are made and belts are earned, the stage is set for the Grand Prix final of HCS 29. In one corner, fighting her way through the bracket with grit, fire, and fearless precision, the 5 seed, Randy Miley. Making her debut and leaving a trail of stunned contenders behind her, she has proved that rankings are just numbers when destiny is on the line. And standing across from her, another debutante turned giant slayer, the 7 seed, Caruse. She fought with heart, she's fought with hunger, and tonight she fights for gold. 2 warriors, 2 Cinderella stories. Only one can leave with the crown. The HCS 115-pound championship belt and $1,000 of cold, unrelenting cash to mark their place, her place in HCS history. This is the Grand Prix final. This is HCS 29, where the women of the mat take center stage and every second counts. Let's get ready to find out who rules the house party of grappling. Oh, that was good. We're good on the commentary booth, so you can kick it over to the mat, get these ladies ready to rock and roll. Randy Miley in the black and red. Caruse, when she enters, will be in the purple. There she is. We got 8 minutes on the clock. We got 8 minutes until glory, and we are underway.
Right. The main event of the evening here.
No.
Oh, nice double leg again by Gianna. I mean, she was hitting those double legs all night. Heavy pressure right into mount here. Riley was able to push that knee through. She's got these butterfly hooks in, recovering
getting here in
half guard.
every matchup.
Yeah,
I've been extremely impressed with Caruse.
she is. Her wrestling's been fantastic. Her guard passing right into mount has been phenomenal. She's just showing her aggressiveness.
Absolutely.
And her top pressure is unrelenting.
Both of our picks for the champion both lost in the semi. Showing why we're commentating and not bookie makers. You know?
Hey, I mean, I was supposed to compete with my team today, but fortunately, injured my arm. All right. There we go. Gianna's right back in that mount position where we've seen her so much today. Riley's trying to work to frame. She's on a hip. She's trying to push a knee in to recover that half guard again. There we go. Pressuring knee cut right through again into side control. Riley's trying to build that base to pressure up, but still Gianna's just so smothering from that top position. She just has really good use of her pressure here. All right, possible maybe like punch choke attempt there by Gianna. All right, she might be thinking about a back take here, but they're right there on the edge. I think if she sits back to like a chair sit for the back take, she might go out of bounds. Right to Dion Belly here. Diana, she's probably going to use that to go right into mount yet again. Ooh, nice little smother there by Gianna. Use that smother to get someone when they're keeping their elbows and their hands in super tight. Once you put that smother in, they're going to have to move their hands. All right, nice explosion out of Randy there. So now she moves Gianna in that closed guard position. Nice reversal there. Randy just got her hands in the armpits. She's going to probably work her way to stands. Yeah, Gianna still got that body triangle there. All right, we got 3 minutes and 20 seconds left of this finals here. All right, Randy's trying to solve that puzzle of trying to get out of Gianna's closed guard. There we go. Randy's trying to pressure into her. She works to stand. All right, we restart standing. Oh, nice double. Ooh. I mean, Randy almost had that counter by that body lock, but we've just seen some fantastic wrestling by Gianna today.
2.5 minutes left here in the opening period.
All right. Randy was able to pull one of her legs in. She's got one butterfly hook. Gianna steps over, but Randy could use that butterfly hook to elevate. Ooh, Randy's got that 2-on-1 grip. She was trying to use that to pull herself in for maybe a possible triangle. And she's working from that keymaster position. Randy was able to use her foot to defend. And we're up against the wall here. The wall's going to limit a little bit of movement, though. Oh.
Randy playing very smoothly against the wall here.
Yeah, so she's got this high closed guard working here. Maybe possible like dead orchard armbar here. Right, nice escape there by Gianna, but Randy has got one hook on the leg.
Gianna.
Less than a minute left in regulation.
I'm excited to see what overtime will look like.
I know.
We've been kind of stuck in a very similar position,
Mm-hmm.
so it'll be interesting to see putting them in that other situation.
Gianna does really well passing through the inside, especially using like the knee cuts and things like that. Because Randy, she usually has a very hard guard to pass. She's got really flexible legs. Yeah. We got double smothers here going on for the last few seconds, just because.
There we go. We'll be heading to overtime in our main event. You wouldn't want it any other way. Main event of the evening. You want overtime, of course. Gianna Caruse taking offense and taking the back. Minute on the clock. And we are underway. Immediate body triangle there from Caruse. It's an impressive ride so far. And as I say, Randy immediately gets out of the position and finds that escape. It's how it works, folks at home. The announcer says something and they immediately disprove it by the fighters. But
all right.
And Randy's going to take the arm after her escape.
I mean, well, this is how she won against Lauren Sears, was this arm bar that she had.
And we are underway.
So I know she feels pretty confident.
And with getting that escape, you feel worst case, I go to ADCC because she gets out. So it makes you more comfortable to make that choice.
Yeah. Gianna's
Cruz
doing
looking
a
to
great
stack.
job. Yeah, she's just stacking into her.
We saw this from Nicole and her around there. Stacked and then pull hard away.
Yeah, you have to have a really good base when you stack because they still have use of their legs.
Yep.
They're trying to roll you over so you're back on your back. So you got to have a really strong base with your legs and your core.
We got 20 seconds on the clock. It's almost now or never time for Caruse.
Yeah.
We got 15 on the clock. Caruse is going to have to find that escape. 10 seconds. Randy's doing a great job hanging on.
I know. Ooh.
And there's the tap. Randy Miley drops the hammer, winner by submission with 2 seconds on the clock. And that's how you win $1,000. Impressive work there from Randy Miley. Randy Miley, your winner of the Grand Prix tournament. She comes in as the 5 seed. She walks away as a champion. We're signing up her bracket, getting that over here. As she gets her belt, she puts up her 1-0. Getting her money as she should. She also will receive the Savvy Fit soap bag. We'll also be giving Gianna Caruse, for her impressive day, a Savvy Fit soap magic lotion performance. And with that, folks, what a night here at HCS 29, an unforgettable evening of elite level grappling, heart, and history. Congratulations to Team Ultraviolence, your team champions, showing the kind of unity and grit that defines the Hammer Challenge Series. And how about Randy Miley, the 5 seed, making her debut and shocking the world to become your 115-pound Grand Prix champion. A flawless performance on the biggest stage, and she takes home the gold and that $1,000 prize. We want to give a huge thank you to our incredible sponsors who make nights like this possible. Savvy Fit Soaps, Brown Standard, Teep Territory, and our main event sponsor of that $1,000 prize, All Jersey Mechanical. A special thank you as well to Precision Jiu-Jitsu for hosting us, and to J. Murray Athletics for bringing the action to fans all around the world. A huge thank you to my co-commenters, Amanda Maza, and of course, Jillian Peterson. And of course, a big thank you to you, the fans, whether you're here in the building or watching from home. Thank you for riding with us and bringing the energy all night long. We'll see you next time for HCS 30, November 9th, live from Rawway Rec Center. You do not want to miss it. For everyone here at the Hammer Challenge Series, I'm Zach Baker saying good night, and as always, keep the party going.